Stable, mate. Top of the pile.
Really?
Power. Good luck. Go well. Good luck, Chris. I think it went good for a bit. Stable, mate. Top of the pile.
Really?
Power. Good luck. Go well. Good luck, Chris. I think it went good for a bit. Stable, mate. Top of the pile.
Really?
Power. Good luck. Go well. Good luck, Chris. I think it went good for a bit. Stable, mate. Top of the pile.
Really?
Power. Good luck. Go well. Good luck, Chris. I think it went good for a bit. Stable, mate. Top of the pile.
Really?
Power. Good luck. Go well. Good luck, Chris. I think it went good for a bit. Stable, mate. Top of the pile.
Really?
Power. Good luck. Go well. Good luck, Chris. I think it went good for a bit. Stable, mate. Top of the pile.
Really?
Power. Good luck. Go well. Good luck, Chris. I think it went good for a bit. Stable, mate. Top of the pile.
Really?
Power. Good luck. Go well. Good luck, Chris. I think it went good for a bit. Stable, mate. Top of the pile.
Really?
Power. Good luck. Go well. Good luck, Chris. I think it went good for a bit. Stable, mate. Top of the pile.
Really?
Power. Good luck. Go well. Good luck, Chris. I think it went good for a bit. Stable, mate. Top of the pile.
Really?
Power. Good luck. Go well. Good luck, Chris. I think it went good for a bit. Stable, mate. Top of the pile.
Really?
ball.
Really?
Good luck. Go well. Luck for you, fella. Stable, mate. Top of the ball.
Really?
Good luck. Go well. Luck for you, fella. Stable, mate. Top of the ball.
Really?
Everyone deserves a chance.
An opportunity.
And an equal playing field. To reach their full potential.
This is about courage.
This is about determination. This is about the opportunity to be the best you can be.
No matter what.
It doesn't matter where you are from, the color of your skin,
Or what gender you identify with.
You are entitled to a fair break.
We are pushing the boundaries. We are challenging the areas where opportunity is lacking.
if we have to disrupt, we will.
Because we haven't come this far
Or just to come this far.
Everyone deserves a break.
A fair break.
Good luck. Go well. Good luck for you, fella. Stable, mate. Top of the ball.
Really?
Good luck. Go well. Good luck for you, fella. Stable, mate. Top of the ball.
Really?
Good luck. Go well. Good luck for you, fella.
Welcome here to the Hong Kong Premier League, the Gencor Premier League between the Hong Kong Cricket Club and Kowloon Cricket Club. What a beautiful day it is here in Hong Kong. What a massive final we've got here today. Viewers all around the world, big crowd here at Hong Kong. And I'm here with two very distinguished commentators, Matt Collins and Matt Bodfield. Matty Collins, great to have you here today. How are you?
Yeah, cheers, Vals. Just so excited about this one here. Two teams in absolutely splendid form, and I'm sure they're going to put on a magnificent show for us today.
Absolutely. Matty Bodfield, it looks Hong Kong Cricket Club's won the toss and decided to bowl, which is a bit surprising. I spoke to the groundsman Nathan before the game and he said the pitch is a little bit soft, so he thought it was a good call. What's your view on that decision and your view early on this game here?
Yeah, good afternoon, David. Good afternoon, Matthew. Good afternoon, viewers. Look, I must say I'm a little bit surprised by the decision. I'm a little bit old-fashioned. If you win the toss, I'd normally want to get the runs on the board, especially in a final. But you know, it is the HKCC home track. They know the wicket better than anyone, so can't argue with the decision.
Absolutely, and opening up the batting here will be big, bad, bustling Bubba Hyatt. Great to see the great man. Moved across from, was it Pakistan Association? He was there last year. Came across a huge recruit for KCC, and he's been on fire, smashing the bowlers all over the place. And it looks like the former Hong Kong national captain Azaz Khan will be opening the batting. Is that correct, Matt Collins?
Indeed, my friend. It certainly looks like that's the pairing out there. So both of these guys aren't going to muck around too much in the power play, one would think. But I'm quite interested to see how this wicket plays early because, as mentioned, maybe a little bit controversial, the decision to bowl first. I guess the only other wrinkle I'd probably add to all of that is there is the potential for a little bit of rain here this afternoon. And obviously that would favour the team batting second should there be a shortened game, one would think.
Very good point.
Absolutely. So in this Gencor Premier League 2020, it's really been dominated by the spin bowlers. Both the tracks at Kowloon Cricket Club and the Hong Kong Cricket Club have been dry, dusty, poppy, stoppy wickets. But this one looks a bit of a belter. Nathan's done a great job. It's got a bit of grass on, about 4.5 millimetres.
Yeah,
millimetres, that's the one.
Yep.
Definitely not centimetres. That would make it. That would definitely make it. It'd be like a little bit like the Perth ground where your Melbourne Football Club won the grand final last week. We'll be talking a bit about that as we go along. You can't get the smile off Matty Collins' face. So Haroon Ashad will be opening the bowling from the commentator end. He's a talented young quick, developing very well under the Trent Johnson coaching at the Cricket Hong Kong, and he'll be bowling to Bubba Hyatt. It's a big start here. Bubba will be looking to get off to a quick start. You've got the power play here of 6 overs. You allow 2 guys back. Let's see what Haroon can do here. Good start. Just outside. Oh no!
Wide outside the off stump.
Wide outside off the stump. It came back in. Tabarak Dar there is the umpire. Also John Prakash. Matt, what's your view on that one so far?
Just going to say, David, did Haroon not play in the last round?
He didn't. He turned up about a minute late to the warm-ups, and the captain said, "Well, if you're not going to commit 100%, we're going to leave you out." So he suffered the penalty there. Hong Kong Cricket Club was still able to get the job done against Little Saiwan, but he's come back in here and he'll be opening the bowling into Bubba Hyatt. So in comes Haroon here from the commentator's end.
And that one short and just guided away to third person, as we call it now.
Third person, that is right. That is right. So yeah, it was a big call by Captain Kinshit Shah to leave Haroon out of the side. He was only a minute late. He was there 45 minutes before the game, but he missed the start of the warm-up. So he said, we're trying to set high standards here at the Hong Kong Cricket Club, and he made that decision. But it's we've also seen from the KCC side, I believe Ahan Trivetti's been picked, the talented young off spinner. Is that correct?
Yes, Ahan's playing. I think the KCC feel this is a wicket that'll turn. They've actually dropped Vickers, the fast bowler, and actually gone with Mo Khan to give themselves perhaps an extra batsman too.
Marvellous Mo.
Marvellous Mo.
Haroon. Short, good delivery.
Well, that's hit him just where's it got him? Oh, it's got him on the
hand.
Wrapped him on the hand. He didn't like that, Azaz Khan. That's a brutal early ball. And you can definitely see there's more pace in this wicket than there was in the first 3-4 weeks of the season. So that would have popped up and been there to hit around. So that came through. That's hit Azaz on probably on the wrist. Do you think there, Matt Bodfield?
I think fingers maybe. Fingers maybe. 12th man's come out there now. He's not looking real good at the moment. He's in a great deal of pain.
If there's a silver lining there at all, it's not on his bowling hand. It's on his left hand. So, but yeah, he certainly looks in a lot of discomfort.
It was a brutal delivery.
Quite the leaping cobra.
Yeah.
Very warm conditions here in Hong Kong today. Veggie Kingdom weather wall. What are we looking at in terms of weather?
Low 30s, humidity in the 70s, I think.
Feels like 35.
Feels like I'll do a Veggie Kingdom weather wall check on the feels like a little bit later.
So if I could run through the side for Kowloon Cricket Club as we have a little bit of a break here. It's Jamie Atkinson, the captain today, Simandeep Singh, Azaz Khan, big bad bustling Bubba Hyatt, Daniel Pascoe, the criminologist, the crime writer, the crime fighter, who's basically Superman. He writes books that'll put you to sleep. It's great to have Dan Pascoe. He's back. Your son, 13th man, not 12th man, Matt.
13th man.
13th man. I didn't know you had a 13th man.
Just covering your bases, Vals.
Ahan Trivedi, Atiq Iqbal, he loves it up here at the Hong Kong Cricket Club. Muhammad Khan, or Mo Khan, the pocket rocket. Chris Carter, no relation of Nick Carter or Aaron Carter from the Backstreet Boys. Jason Davison, Jay Davison, the Namibian Nightmare, and of course the head coach Wakas Burkhat. So here it's a very, very strong, very experienced side for the Kowloon Cricket Club. While for the Hong Kong Cricket Club, we've got Elliot Scrivener, the former captain of the Hong Kong Cricket Club Premier League, Ardit Gorawara, who's come across from Kowloon Cricket Club a couple of years ago, the Stanley Sniper, Charlie Wallace, Haroon Ashad, Captain Kinshit Shah, MCC player and coach Luke Jones, the South African superstar Martin Coetzee, Ninad Shah, Nizakat Khan, Ayush Shukla, and head coach here Ryan Buckley. Shiv Mather, the young talented batsman, he's 12th man. So two evenly matched sides, a lot of experience, especially I would say KCC probably got the edge in experience. Their sides played together a long period of time. They won the 2020 Premier League last season. Their Sunday side won the Premier League. They won the 2-day game. So KCC will be approaching this game full of confidence. Matt Bodfield, your view?
I think from a favouritism point of view, I think Hong Kong Cricket Club are entitled to favourite, having been undefeated throughout the course of the Gencor Premier League T20. But it's very even on paper. Very even on paper. I think it's his thumb looking at Azaz Khan closely there, and he could be in a bit of trouble. It might have got him right on the end of the thumb, I think.
He'll have to make a call pretty soonish as to whether he's going to stay out there, I'd say.
He's strapping him up, and it looks like he's going to go back and at least try to grip the bat, put the gloves back on, grip the bat, and see where he goes.
Possibly an injury that you really don't want to cool down. It can be a lot worse once it cools down.
No, I was actually.
He may be better off staying out there.
Were you surprised Azaz Khan opened the batting? I thought Mo Khan, the pocket rocket, was come in. He's a man. Some say he's 4'4", some say he's 6 foot, but he doesn't. He looks probably about 5'3", 5'4" for mine. Well, but he can hit it hard though, Matty Collins.
He can certainly hit it hard, and look, I've told him in no uncertain terms that he can never leave the Kowloon Cricket Club because there has to be someone shorter than me. So, but look, I think what they'll do with it, obviously they've played an extra batsman, dropping Vikas for the inclusion of Mo. I think what we'll probably see here, I think Mo might just be a floater in the batting order.
Okay.
I think he could come in at any stage.
Okay, so in the preliminary rounds, it was Hong Kong Cricket Club who defeated KCC after Hong Kong Cricket Club were bowled out for 93 at Kowloon Cricket Club, and then KCC collapsed to only make 85. It was a bit of a surprise as Haroon restarts bowling to Azaz. What will he do here? Oh, chance for a run out. Get back. Need that onto it. Gets back there. Good backing up there by Luke Jones.
Haroon went straight back to the short ball again.
So what's interesting is these two would play a lot of cricket against each other. Perhaps Haroon has said, well, I actually think you, Azaz, struggle against the short ball because he's bowled a few short ones at him already. Maybe he sees Azaz likes to get on the front peg and bomb him straight, and he's going to give him nothing there. Should he therefore maybe put back and maybe he has got a deep square, so he does have a deep square.
Yep.
So that's so he's basically preempting, saying I'm going to be bowling a lot of short balls at you, and I'd be careful of your thumb there, Azaz Khan.
And again short.
And that one's almost overslip, and a great bit of fielding down there at third person.
They're coming back for the second.
An easy two in the end.
So we've got the two umpires there, Tabarak Dar and John Prakash, two very experienced umpires. We've also got Super Shelton over here as the third umpire there. Similar height to Mohammed Khan, some would say. Maybe got him covered by a couple of inches there. So here he goes. He's bowled. Everything's been short or short of a length.
Is he setting him up?
Well, maybe the Yorkie thing, because he loves a Yorker, Haroon.
He might be looking to set him up.
Here he comes into Azaz. A little bit fuller. Oh, said no, send him back. Bubba Haidt, not really known for his running between wickets. He's known for hitting 4s and 6s, but not the quick single.
I think there was probably one there.
I think there was definitely one there. But Bubba's he's in sparkling touch recently. He's a lot of the batsmen have been struggling in this Gencor Premier League, but he's absolutely been on fire, hasn't he?
Yeah, last week he was just absolutely superb. Anything full basically disappeared. So Yes, I think just bowling short of a length to him today is the order of the day.
Absolutely, and as we walked around the ground, we saw a number of the ICC's anti-corruption, anti-bribery people here keeping a close watch on proceedings, which is great to see the ICC and Cricket Hong Kong taking this very seriously and make sure there's nothing untoward that happens in this game or anywhere in Hong Kong cricket. Well bowled.
Short again.
So it's still a bit proppy. That one didn't go. Maybe he rolled the fingers on it a bit.
Yeah, didn't carry through to the keeper.
But isn't that interesting? 4 or 5 balls at Azars, all of them bar one was short. So
yeah,
clearly he's thinking Azars doesn't play the short ball as well as others. And as Tabarak Dar's having a little chat with him about running on the pitch. I think. Do you ever have an issue with running on the pitch with your little medium pace-off spinners, Matty Collins?
No, I don't think so, mate.
No,
not much of a follow through there.
None for 4 at the end of the first over.
Not too bad.
Good to see a nice crowd starting to emerge up on the various balconies here at Hong Kong Cricket Club.
Absolutely, they were streaming in from Stanley and Shimcha Choi and Kowloon. Should be a big crowd down here. So if you're on the beach or maybe having a coffee in Hong Kong, please come on down to the Hong Kong Cricket Club. There still is tickets. There's still room. It'd be great to have you there. And we also welcome all our friends and supporters in Pakistan, India, Oman, Dubai, Sharjah, Abu Dhabi, all over the place. Been watching the Gencor 2020 Premier League, enjoying it. We say hello to you guys and ladies, and hope you're enjoying your cricket as your Shukla comes in from the service station end. Well bowled. Good start.
And well defended there from Bubba Hyatt.
I see they got the deep square in for Shukla as well, David.
Yes, I think they think he flicks it, but it's a short boundary here. So for those who can watching on their monitors, it's probably about 50-60 metres to the boundary, if that, on most sides. So it's a clean hit. Will get over the fence pretty easily, but many batsmen try and overhit it and get caught. So
we'll just
slightly. Good start by Ayush. Bubba Hyatt will have a look early before he plays his big shots, I think. Well bowled, just short of a length. Ayush Shukla, young tearaway quick who's come on in leaps and bounds. He really a Saturday League cricketer 12-18 months ago, and he's trained very well under Trent Johnson there, the Cricket Hong Kong national coach. He's probably the premier fast bowler here at Hong Kong, and we say hello to Khan Ali on the chat there. Hope you're going well, Mr. Ali. Hope you're enjoying your cricket, and we hope everyone's enjoying their cricket in Hong Kong and around the world in the Gencor Premier League 2020. Ayush to Bubba Hyatt. Inside. A little bit of luck for Bubba Hyatt. It was just short. It didn't get up on him. Could have chopped it on. Luck favours the brave. Straight down to fine leg, and they don't have a fine leg, but I'm not sure a fine leg would have saved that anyway. So Bubba Hyatt, a little bit of luck. You need that early in the big finals, Matty Collins.
Yeah, you certainly do. And just thinking here, guys, I mean, obviously it's a fresh wicket. What sort of scores a par score, do you think? It's very hard to judge, isn't it?
It's very hard to judge. So par scores have been about 100 to 120 on the stoppy, proppy, turny wickets we've had in the first few weeks as Ayush comes in. Down leg side. But I would say
a little bit more.
Kowloon Cricket Club, if they put 150 on, they'd be in a very good shape. This seems like a much better wicket than the last 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah, I'm thinking 130 to 140 par.
Yeah, even a bit higher, 140 to 150, I think, in that sort of region.
Still got that variable bounce, which is always going to be quite tricky here.
Plenty of noise from the HKCC field. Shukla. Bubba.
Short again.
Tidied up there. Is that Luke Jones there?
That's Jonesy.
That's Luke. He's been bowling very well, Luke Jones. Really throwing the ball up, and be a good battle between him and Bubba maybe a little bit later. Ryan Buckley in slip, but it's not really a first slip. It seems like a second slip. What's the thoughts on that, Matty Boldfield?
I was looking at that earlier, actually. It's probably at 2.5, I'd say. It's interesting.
Still is a third man down here as well. Third person.
I think. What have they've got? They've got something of white up there. Someone's got a towel.
I think we've got it's a camera issue up there. They're covering the camera so it doesn't overheat.
So it doesn't overheat.
Yes.
It is a warm day here.
Very warm.
At Hong Kong Cricket Club, it's probably about 30 degrees temperature, 93% humidity. It's a warm day, little bit of breeze, not too much. It's a wonderful day for cricket here at the Hong Kong Cricket Club, who are celebrating their 170th year in being a cricket club here in Hong Kong, as the Yush Shukla comes in from the service station end. Oh, chance for a run out. Direct hit, we hit. Oh, Bubba Hyde, he's not really looking for those singles, Matty Collins.
No, it's not. He's not really known for them, as you mentioned earlier, but I think Azaz was pretty comfortably back on that occasion.
So let's for Kowloon Cricket Club, who would be the 3 danger players today with bat or ball, and who would be the Hong Kong Cricket Club's 3 danger players?
Well,
Matt Collins, let's start with your 3.
Look, I think Bubba Hyatt, possibly Jamie Atkinson, although that's beautifully struck there to covers, but no run. Yeah, Bubba Hyatt, obviously with the wonderful form he's had. I'll throw Jamie Atkinson in there as well. He hasn't had a brilliant series thus far, but we know what he's capable of. And I think with the ball, I think we might have to look at Dan the Man Pascoe, who came back last week. He's maybe short of a gallop, but he was the 2020 Hong Kong Cricketer of the Year, and they don't give those awards out for no reason. So I think those 3, and probably unlucky not to make it in there, maybe Jay Davidson, the Namibian Nightmare, after coming off a Michelle last week, a fifer. A fifer in a 2020 game is absolutely extraordinary.
How about that? Now, what about for Hong Kong Cricket Club, in your view? Who are the 3 danger players?
Well, certainly Martin Kutsia.
I know Haroon comes in to Azaz. Another short ball, maybe.
Full.
Ooh, that one was a bit. That one was a bit fuller.
A little uppish from Azaz there as well.
Because I think he was on the back foot expecting the short ball, Matty Botfield.
Absolutely was, and he was just a little uppish. It wasn't any danger, but it was a little uppish. He wasn't expecting it that full.
No.
Yeah, so Martin Kutsia, for obvious reasons, a wonderful talent, hasn't really thus far
hasn't enjoyed the ball stopping and propping on him. He likes the ball coming on.
I'm going to put him in there. Certainly Nizakat Khan,
he's been in good touch,
the national captain, and I'm going to throw a bit of a curveball in here. I'm going to throw Lukey Jones. I do think it's a wicket that's going to turn, and I think Jonesy might go all right here today. Keeping in mind as well, in the final last year between these 2 clubs, I think he got 3 or 4
wickets
in
at the end.
Final. So I'm going to throw him in there as a bit of a curveball.
I think that's 3 pretty good. Would you agree with that, Matt Botfield?
I'll tell you what I'm looking forward to most today is Jay Davidson versus Martin Kutsia.
Oh, that's a classic.
Yeah.
There'll be probably 50,000 more viewers when those 2 do battle.
It's the rumble in the jungle.
It is the rumble in the jungle. The 2 African lions going battle to battle. More one's a big lion, another one's more maybe a leopard. But the leopards had the Namibian leopards had these probably had it slightly over the South African superstar.
Look, he has, and that's why I'm very interested in it, because that tussle alone could go a long way to deciding the outcome of this match.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely. But I think Kurtzee would be looking at, he's fielding it mid-off there, he'll be enjoying the ball coming on. Now, what's Haroon going to do here to Bubba?
Bang.
Oh, bang!
Oh, that one's gone.
That one's bubbered straight over the sight screen for 6.
I made mention earlier in our commentary that last week basically anything full that was bowled to Bubba Hyatt disappeared, and really just cannot afford to bowl that sort of length to a man that's in the sort of form of Bubba Hyatt at the moment.
He missed out in the first game of the Gencor Premier League, and that's it. He's got to score every other game, and he's if he keeps that rich vein of form up.
Did he get a golden duck in the first game? Or
Second ball
duck.
Yeah.
Welcome to the KCC.
Welcome to the KCC. We've all had ducks, including myself this year already, Matty.
Oh, you have.
I was struggling with the bat, but bowling a couple of leggies. That's keeping us alive. Nice. But that was a very nice shot. You'd think Haroon would either be a bit fuller or he'll pull it back just a touch. What's he going to answer to Bubba here?
He'll be shorter, I think.
Well bowled.
He's got to keep hitting that back of a length. Anything too full to Bubba, straight down the ground. Anything short will go as well.
Again, though, I'd say the really not great carry through to the keeper, was it? Didn't really zing through.
But is he rolling the fingers a little bit?
Is he did on that one?
Well, certainly different carry through to the one that hit Azaz earlier.
Absolutely. He looks like he's okay there, Azaz. Tough character, former Hong Kong national captain. Very, very good play, very experienced. He'll have a job to do later with the ball. Bubba Hyatt, he looks in tremendous touch. He's probably had a few leaner years, but he looks like he's back on top of his game. He's dropped a few kilos and he's hitting it nicely as Haroon obviously knew we weren't really ready in commentary, so he thought he'd just step back there. It's very kind of Haroon Ashad. Hope you're enjoying your cricket wherever you're watching. If you're here in Hong Kong, India, South Africa, Australia, England, our good friends Isaac Poole, former Premier League captain, he's watching it down there in Australia, in Tasmania. Hope he's doing well. He'd be enjoying the cricket here at Hong Kong as Haroon Ashad comes into Bubba Hyatt. Well, he's taken the pace off that.
Yeah, well bowled.
Very good delivery.
See, quite a bit of dust coming up off the track there.
That is interesting. So the groundskeeper said to me, he thought Nathan, very experienced groundskeeper, had some work, done some work over at Lords as well on a number of different pitches. He said to me it was a good call to bowl first because the pitch was still a little bit soft. But it seemed like when you've gone and had a look at it, Matty Collins, you thought it was a pretty good pitch when you had from what you could see, a little bit of grass on it.
It looks can be deceiving. There's certainly lots of grass on it, but it seemed very hard underneath.
Absolutely. As Haroon comes into to Bubba, will he take a pace off it again? Doesn't. A bit quicker. Your thoughts so far, Matty Botfield?
I think Bubba's looking good. He's showing respect to the ones he should respect, and just waiting for that bad ball and putting it away. I've been impressed with how Bubba's started.
And he's taken most of the strike, which has been fairly handy for Azaz, given that he's nursing that thumb injury.
Yeah, 3 overs, none for 16.
A good start. I think it's a good start.
It is.
It's a good start. Who will be batting number 3, do you think? Will it be...
It'll be Jamie.
Jamie 3, Simondeep 4?
Yeah, then probably Carter or Mo, depending on how the game goes. I think Mo's going to be that floater.
Well, you got Bark up there as well, of course.
Oh yes, of course, yeah. And he's been in quite reasonable nick as well.
He's gone. He was definitely round 3, I think it was. He was our standout batsman.
It was a very tough wicket that day, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And he batted very well.
Shukla again.
It's interesting. They're going with the pace. So in the previous games, they'd get the spin on very, very early. Obviously, they're thinking there's a little bit in the wicket. Yep. Might be a chance to grab an early one as he comes into Azaz.
One's guided down there to third person.
Very easy single.
He's not bowling flat out at Yush, isn't he? He's definitely taking the pace off it.
Yeah, most certainly.
And I don't think when you've only bowled 7 balls or 8 balls, you'd be tired already, Matty Collins.
No, I don't think so. But look, he was a little wayward in that first over, so he really needs to get his radar right. Bowling here to Bubba Hyatt. Otherwise, he'll be looking to take full toll.
It feels a little bit like the 2015 World Cup, and this would be Brendan McCullum. You've got to get him early, as at the time it was Mitchell Starc was able to swing one back through him on the third ball.
That was a cracking delivery.
Broke the hearts of all Kiwis around the world and put Australia on top on the way to a World Cup 50 over win. 2015, I believe, was it 16? 15. I think it's 15. I feel 15 with under Michael Clark.
Yeah.
Watson was in that side. Good side, that one.
But geez, don't the Kiwis punch magnificently above their weight in terms of their population and everything else?
Absolutely. As the Yush comes in,
Azaz advances.
Oh, good shot, just short of a length, and he muscled that past Martin Coetzee at mid-off. That was a very, very good shot.
He didn't get all of it either.
I was going to say, great description. He muscled it, didn't he?
Yeah.
Wasn't a lot of timing there, but he hit it firm enough to get it to the boundary. But sort of hit it catchable height, really.
I actually thought when he hit it, Martin Coetzee will be able to get across, but he hit it straight enough.
He hit a few like this last week where they sort of went through the infield at sort of catchable height. So probably wants to get a little bit more elevation on those.
And he's come again.
Too short.
Wow, Azaz really showing Shukla his intent here, isn't he?
Absolutely. It's tough for the young man, 18, 19 years old. He's developed very well in the Cricket Hong Kong system and also here at Hong Kong Cricket Club. But he's under fire from a very experienced player. It was a great off drive to start. He pitched too short and too straight. And Azaz says, I'll feast on that. And he pummeled him through kind of a wideish mid-wicket. What's Ayush going to answer with here? He's got to strike back here. 3 4s in a row would be no good. Ayush into Azaz Khan.
Comes again at him.
Oh, Martin, he gets it through again.
4 again.
Crunches that down the ground. Ayush under all sorts of pressure. Azaz Khan's been hit on the wrist. It seems to have really ignited something within the body.
Yeah,
it's pressed a button, and it's a good button for KCC, Matty Collins.
Yeah, he's just gone bang, 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 and just what the doctor ordered there for KCC. That really gets the run rate up there now, and yeah, he just needs to make sure he doesn't try and go after it too much here. Azaz, he's had 3 boundaries on the trot. I wouldn't mind seeing him just knock one around here for a single.
Shukla again. Oh, that's
it's
beautifully played.
flicked off his toes for 4 runs.
Full leg stump, just eased himself away there. Ayush really lost it there. So the first ball was a very good ball. There's no question on that. It was a wonderful muscled shot through mid-off by Azaz Khan. The next one was short. Just very, very good batting. And the last one was just full leg stump. Too easy for a guy of this quality.
16 runs off the last 4 balls, taking KCC up to 34 for none at the end of the 4th over.
Yeah, I mean, I must admit, pre-innings, I was sort of thinking, look, if they could get sort of around the 40 to 45 mark after the power play, you know, perhaps with a loss of 1, maybe no more than 2, I think you're fairly well placed.
Change of bowler here. Wallace into the attack. Been bowling well recently, David?
He has been bowling well, Matty. He's the Stanley sniper. He's in quarantine for a few weeks after coming back from a trip from France and the UK. As he comes into Bubba, he needs to get a wicket here.
Full toss.
Absolutely spanked by Bubba. A bit of a gift, a warm-up ball, a loosener, a bit of a gift, to be honest.
Don't you love how the other bowlers, they rub their hand in the ground, they say, oh, that one slipped out. we all love to rub the hand in the ground. That wasn't Charlie's best delivery, but I'm sure he'll be striking back here. Bubba and KCC absolutely on top here. Charlie Wallace will need to strike back. He floated that a bit, I thought.
5 boundaries in a row.
That's better. And the confidence gets up with the singles as well.
And well run there by Bubba.
Yeah, much better running. Much better running.
I think the thing is, it's just not having that level of hesitation, isn't it?
No,
if you're going to go, you've got to go.
And I would
where you
actually
get into trouble is when you second guess yourself, and that's when things start to go wrong.
And I would say KCC, especially in last year's Gencor Premier League 2020 final, had the wood over Hong Kong Cricket Club when it came to running between wickets. And Azaz played a big part in that. Oh, well bowled. It's a good delivery, but again, bit of bat on it, just able to squeeze a single. That's great cricket from Kowloon Cricket Club, Azaz Khan and big bad bustling Bubba Hyatt.
Jones got onto that one very quickly.
He did. Surely there'll be a change from Ayush's end. I would think it would be Kinshit Shah, the captain, will bring himself on.
Bring some spin on.
Absolutely. And the person that will be having a look at it very closely will be the crime fighter extraordinaire, the crime man himself, Dan Pascoe, who can turn it on an ice skating ring. No, just
Nothing
short there. So tell the recruitment of Bubba Hyatt, was it similar to how you got Jake Lever across from the Melbourne Football Club, or Stephen May down from the Gold Coast Suns? Was there draft picks involved or long-term contracts? What happened there? It was a wonderful pickup.
Yeah, look, I wasn't personally involved with the recruitment there, but as I understand it, I mean, Bubba was quite keen to train as much as he possibly could in a high-performance environment, and obviously at the KCC, we're the only club in Hong Kong that's got turf practice, turf training facilities. I think that may have been somewhat of an attraction for him. So yeah, I mean, he's been a wonderful addition to the club, and he's been training hard, and obviously, he's been getting some results now on the paddock. So
he's also a wonderful addition from the junior development program point of view as well.
Yeah, we've got him coaching and what have you,
which is fantastic. He hasn't got many weaknesses, but some say he's got a weakness against leg spin. Matty Collins is a little word. Oh, well bowled.
I think it's fair to say he's certainly a batsman that prefers the ball coming on.
Absolutely. He's been known to feast on leg spinners, but there are some leg spinners around Hong Kong who would consider themselves having the wood over the big bad bustling Bubba Hyatt.
Yeah, well, we'll see how he goes today. I mean, I definitely think HKCC should be looking to introduce spin really as quickly as possible. And let's see what this pitch is going to do.
So it's Elliot Scrivener, the left arm orthodox bowler. High action, doesn't turn the ball a lot, although in the first few games he's been turning it sideways, which probably says a little bit about the pitches. I think both Matt Collins and Matt Bodfield will be turning it sideways on some of these pitches we've seen in the last few games. But he likes to get up and over. He bowls with a bit of bounce and a bit of turn, but he's more of a length bowler and coming from a bit of height. So that'll be interesting for Bubba to see what he does there. It's definitely already feeling KCC 160, 170 definitely seems on track. What are we here at the moment? 41 after how many overs?
Five
overs. So it's a very, very good start for Kowloon Cricket Club. They'll be delighted with this after losing the toss. I think KCC might have probably had a bat but Hong Kong Cricket Club won the toss, decided to have a bowl first and put KCC in. Huge over here from Elliot Scrivener, bowling to Bubba Hyatt.
Floats it forward. Bubba takes it on the full, and that's through, and that's 4.
It's just a loosener. Full toss outside off stump.
See, in the hot weather, Bubba's got rid of the helmet at his very first opportunity. Got the cap on there now.
Yes, just again similar to Charlie Wallace's first delivery, he just floated it rather than bowled it. And that's pressure. That's grand finals. That's can you deliver in under the scrutiny and heat of a big final here in the 2020 Gencor Premier League. That's better. Chance for a catch. Oh, just over Haroon Ashadi. He went up like Maxi Gorn at the Optus at the Optus Stadium in the AFL Grand Final. We thought Haroon was a chance. He went up there, good vertical leap, but just couldn't pull it down. Bubba Hyatt, confidence is high, and he's doing very well. KCC flying 49 for none of 5.2 overs. Pressure's all on Elliot Scrivener as mid-off goes back. It's exactly what Bubba Hyatt wants. Now he's got an easy single.
Oh, and again.
Oh, short. Biscuits. Oh, that is up in the strawberrynet.com box, I believe. Or
the deck chairs were shuffling up there, Bowles.
Absolutely. Oh, he's over-pitched one. He's hit for a very good straight shot, and then he's pulled one down, and Bubba Hyatt sat back and said, I'll feast on that like a Sunday lunch at the Hong Kong Cricket Club.
It got what it deserved, didn't it? It really did.
And the 50 up now for
50's
KCC.
up now. Scrivener, what can he do? He needs to respond here. That's better. Much, much better. Oh,
Bubba looks in the mood.
He looks in absolutely. He's been in sparkling touch in this Gencor Premier League 2020 as we see the general manager Kieran Hale nervously plodding around. Oh, well bowled. And look at the skill. He was able to get back in the crease.
Just wrist.
And just punch it into the ground and take his single. That's wonderful cricket. That's a man who's in tremendous touch. Elliot Scrivener under all sorts of pressure here at the Hong Kong Cricket Club. The pitch playing well. Bubba Hyatt playing a little bit better.
33 now off 21 balls, Bubba. It's Fuller. Zaz tucks it away, but there's no run to square leg.
Straight to Ninad Shah, the brother of Captain Kinchit Shah.
Hasn't he got a wonderful arm, Ninad?
He did.
Great fielder.
Developed well in the Kowloon Cricket Club system and then came across to Hong Kong Cricket Club. Like a few other players, you've got Ardik Gorawara who came across, Kinchit Shah came across, a few of them came across maybe for opportunity, maybe for other reasons. It's great to see talented young cricketers here in Hong Kong developing under the national coach Trent Johnson.
15 runs off that over, David.
Right, so it's KCC very much on top. Charlie Wallace being given another over. Clearly Hong Kong Cricket Club see this as a pitch that still has got a bit in it for the seamers. They want to take advantage, but Bubba Hyatt very much seems in the mood, doesn't he?
Welcome to Niaz Ali on the chat, who David says, yes, Bubba does have a bit of a problem with the leg spin. He would love to see you out there today bowling.
Oh, I did pick him up once, and he's never lived it down. We've never battled again, actually. He's been waiting years and years and years to hit me into China. I've reminded him that he'll get another go, but I tell you, if he misses out, the shirt might come over my head one more time. Matty Collins, if I get that signed off by the general manager Kieran Hale, which I probably won't be able to. Great to see the great man as Charlie Wallace comes in to Bubba Hyatt. Short, maybe a touch. He's got him down leg side. Oh, a very lucky dismissal for mine. Bubba Hyatt just tried to tuck it behind. Huge wicket for the Hong Kong Cricket Club. Huge wicket for Charlie Wallace. Oh, that's disappointing for Kowloon Cricket Club because Bubba Hyatt was on fire, Muddy Botfield.
You could see the disappointment. Bubba just dropped his head straight away. He was in the zone, and as you say, it's probably a cheapish wicket for someone of Bubba's quality. He'll be very disappointed. But he has established a platform in the power play to build upon.
Be interested to see the replay with that one, but it did appear that he sort of he was a bit late on that one.
He was. It felt like it was close to the body. It held up off the pitch just a touch, and he was a little bit unlucky. Maybe a little glove as he went through.
Glove, yeah, it was.
Tabarak Dar, the umpire there, very experienced international umpire, had a close look at it, and he says, "Yep, that's taken a little glove." Hong Kong Cricket a bit lucky, I would say, for that one. That could have gone anywhere, and it brings jumping Jamie Atkinson to the crease, the captain of the KCC Premier League side. national player, very experienced, used to captain the national side. He loves it in this environment, Matty Collins.
Yeah, he certainly does, and probably by his own admission, his form in recent times hasn't been fantastic in this series so far, so he'll certainly be looking to get off to a solid start here and look to go on and have a big one.
Yeah, he hasn't got the run so far that he would have liked in the Gencor Premier League. That is correct, and he'll be well and truly
certainly capable.
Looking forward to posting a big score here. Plenty of overs, plenty of balls to face.
Shout out to Steve Atkinson, Jamie's dad, if he's, I'm sure he's listening over there in the sunny UK.
Absolutely. Charlie Wallace into Jamie. Needs a big wicket here. Oh! There was a bit of heat on that one, Matty Collins.
That one definitely zipped through to the keeper.
The Stanley sniper, he's got his confidence up.
Hasn't he ever? He loved that wicket.
They needed
what it's done.
Hong Kong Cricket Club needed big, bad, bustling Bubba Hyde out. And they got lucky. Pressure's on Jamie Atkinson now. Jamie Atkinson, golden duck in the to Haroon Hashad LBW. That was a huge wicket there. And then Azaz Khan got run out. It was 2 wickets and 2 balls. So Jamie Atkinson, confidence probably not as high as it normally is. Charlie Wallace got a big job here. Second slip in place, Brian Buckley. Charlie Wallace comes in. Oh, chance for a run out? No. In closely there, MCC player and coach here at the Hong Kong Cricket Club, Luke Jones. Things seem to have tightened up just a touch, Matty Botfield.
Yeah, very much. I mean, HKCC off that wicket, a lot of noise out there from the players. You can see, I reckon Wallace's speed's gone up 5 or 6 kilometres since the wicket.
Definitely has.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
They know this is a crucial stage of the match, just out of the power play. New batsman at the wicket, arguably, well, one of the best batsmen in Hong Kong without doubt, Atkinson. Comes down the wicket, pushes for 1, easy single.
Very good running there from Atkinson.
He came down the wicket, got up to the pitch of the ball, pushed it and got through, and gave Azaz the strike, which is absolutely terrific.
You do to see Jamie do that quite often early in his innings, just advance down the track, and it's not really
is it a confidence thing, Matthew?
It's not. It's just to get his feet moving.
Yeah.
It's not about trying to hit it for 6 or whatever. It's just to get him going, get his momentum through the shot, and just get him moving, get him active, get himself active.
Absolutely. Cricket Hong Kong's done a great job in this tournament, no question about that. We love to see Nitesh is here. We say hello to Nitesh. Ravi is Charlie Wallace comes in. Well bowled, good areas there. The Stanley sniper plays his cricket for Hong Kong Cricket Club for the Scorpions on Sunday. You have a big job to do in the Sunday Premier League, but he's got a very big job to do in the 2020 Gencor Premier League today.
David, I see Wallace has pushed back a deep square leg and a deep mid wicket. Luke Jones there now.
Yes, I'd have for Jamie. I would have that guy in front of square because Jamie's a guy picks the ball up early, likes to pull through mid wicket to square leg, but. Obviously, they feel they're going to target Azaz maybe with a couple more short balls, perhaps. Ooh, just punches that out to cover.
Sweep up.
So, KCC in the after 7 overs, 1 for 58, or 1 for 59. A very good start
over.
actually.
Very good over from Wallace.
Very good.
Only 2 off it.
Only 2 off it.
And the wicket.
And the big wicket of Bubba Hyde, which was terrific. Terrific for Hong Kong Cricket Club. Well batted Bubba Hyde. He's going to have a huge say in the 2020 Premier League, the 50 over competition, in all competitions really. So it's been a big pick-up, and Elliot Scrivener's got a strike back here, doesn't he?
He does indeed. They've given him he's given himself another chance.
No, he's not the captain.
Oh,
no, Kinshit Shah.
Kinshit's captain.
So Elliot Scrivener captained the Premier League for Hong Kong Cricket Club in the last year, did a wonderful job, and but now he's captaining the Wanderers in a Sunday league, so he handed over the Premier League captaincy as he comes into Azaz. Down leg side.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a terrible piece of fielding, Martin Kurtzia. You've got to get across and stop that, but in fairness...
Beautifully placed.
It was beautifully placed, but I felt that he could have got down there the South African line. But you can't be bowling short leg side on a when you've got fine leg up.
Bread and butter for Azaz.
Kinshit Shah, what's he saying here, mate? You've got to get outside off stump for me. But Elliot Scrivener, he's an experienced bowler, needs to strike back here. Short. Hasn't been able to find his length, the young Scriv.
Tell you what, Azaz might feel as though he's missed out a little bit there. That was short and really should have been put away.
They could have gone up into the general manager's terrace up there. As you can see, many supporters enjoying their cricket.
Wonderful support up there on the terrace, isn't it?
Absolutely. Not many hats up there. Should be a little bit more slip, slop, slap, Matty Botfield. Your thoughts?
I would think so. And 33 degrees Hong Kong heat.
Feels like 35.
Jamie. Just rocks back, pushes that. Well, it's well cleaned up by
Well
Scrivener.
done, Scriv.
Well cleaned up off his own bowling.
He's got a lift here. Do you think he's been told to bowl a little bit short? Do you think? And I'd be worried about bowling short to Jamie, because Jamie will rock back and hit you up into the pavilion. Loves it short. I think you're a better chance bowling a bit fuller to Jamie. That's better. Oh! Art it down leg side. You've got to
Wide.
grab that. Was that a stumping chance, Matty Collins?
I'd like to see it again, but it may have been. It was given wide at the end of the day, but did that
Oh.
back foot stay out?
Momentarily the foot was up, I think.
You've got to grab those opportunities against quality guys like Jamie Atkinson. Scrivener back in.
There's bad on that.
And too high.
Just squeezed out to square leg for a single.
Umpire John Prakash had a quick look and said, nothing there. Come on through. KCC 7.3 overs, 1 for 65. A wonderful start here by the Kowloon Cricket Club side. They're very much looking probably 170, 180 plus. They'll be very happy with this start. Scrivener comes in.
Oh, what a magnificent shot there by Azaz Khan.
Beautiful shot.
That has been timed to absolute perfection. Just really leant on it and picked the gap magnificently, which he's done several times today.
Shukla on the boundary did not have far
Didn't
to
have
go.
a chance.
And then never had a chance. It was timed that well by Azaz. Scrivener's got to try to get out of this over with no more damage.
He got through his... Oh,
It's one down the ground.
he's had a tough couple overs here.
I think they might need...
Scriv. He's had a wonderful tournament, Elliot Scrivener. He's been probably arguably the player of Hong Kong Cricket Club for the preliminary rounds, but this is a grand final, Matty Collins. This is it's a whole new ball game, and Azaz and Bubba Hyde had played him very, very well. That was a good shot when he just leant on that and he just sliced that beautifully through point.
I was about to say I think it's time for Kinchit to have a roll, and here he comes.
Azaz has pushed along 32 off 21 deliveries at the end of the 8th over. 1 for 71.
KCC going a tick under 9 and over. As we see Nizakat Khan coming down here to mid on. He's one of the favourites here at Hong Kong Cricket Club. He's a great tournament so far. He's going to need to bat well, and I think he'll be looking at the wicket and saying, I think I'll do well here. The ball will come on well. He'll enjoy facing the Namibian Nightmare, Jay Davidson, Azaz Khan. I think Nizakat will have a big thing to say today. He'll need to run well between the wickets. If that's anything, that's probably been his criticism. He gives me the thumbs up and the...
He really has been a run machine so far this season, hasn't he?
He has. He's batted very, very well. And he's really been picking the right balls to hit as Kinchit comes in. Oh, chance for a run out here. Scrivener. Oh!
Very well run there.
KCC do run very well. It was nice soft hands from Azaz Khan's, and Jamie said, I'll be coming through there.
Obviously Jamie running to the danger end there, and he was off like a rocket. Big man Jamie, he'd probably be what, 6'3" thereabouts.
6'3", 195 kegs.
Well built. Takes a little bit to get going, but once he gets moving, he's quite quick between the wickets.
Similar to Christian Petrarca, I would have thought. Similar body shape, and also an early pick.
Yes, indeed.
Taken a few years to develop well, and but now a critical cog in the KCC lineup, similar to Christian Petrarca for your Melbourne Demons.
Indeed.
Oh, well played. It was a bit shorter.
Away to deep mid wicket. Just a single.
A man of few words, Jamie Atkinson. Would you agree on that, Matty Collins?
Yes, he's. I mean, he's one of those guys. When he does speak, everybody listens,
Yeah.
and obviously he's a man that very much leads by example. He's been a wonderful performer in all forms of cricket for the KCC and also for Hong Kong.
Absolutely. Look. Oh, he's got him. He's caught behind there. Oh, the ball stopped on him. He was through the shot. Hong Kong Cricket Club again's got another lucky-ish wicket. That was there to put into the tennis courts, the Hong Kong tennis courts, Matty Botfield.
I'm astounded that Azaz missed out on that one. That's 9 times out of 10 that would be out of this ground. Yeah. Somehow he's managed to edge it through.
Look, I think we've got some uneven bounce here, and I think we need to keep in mind here when we start talking about what's a good score and what have you. I don't think this is a great easy wicket for guys to get in on. I don't think you can just come out and start blasting. So it's gonna be
KCC
interesting.
are trucking along at nearly 9 and over at
Look,
the moment.
they are, but that was some pretty amazing batting and some wayward bowling, to be fair. There was some pretty short and loose stuff.
Now, I might have just had a little celebrity sighting. Is that
It's just Mo Khan coming out.
Is that Harry Styles from New Direction? Looks like Harry Styles, the 13th man. I didn't see him on the
I
list.
think it might be, aka Jaden Botfield.
Jerry, your son, he's a dead ringer for Harry Styles. That'll bring a few of the ladies down here, the Hong Kong Cricket Club. They've got a Harry Styles lookalike. He did very well for New Direction, the young man, and now he's carving out a solo career and was also in the movie Dunkirk, I believe.
He was too.
He played a little role there, but he's off the ground, the 13th man, not the 12th man, the 13th man, and brings in the pocket rocket.
Very
marvellous
interesting
Mo
move.
Khan.
Very interesting move, bringing in Mo at number 4 in front of Simondeep.
That says to me, Hong Kong. That says to me, Mo, your job is to keep the run rate going and come and play your shots. If you go out,
I agree 100%.
That's why I think, and I mentioned at the start of the innings, I think today he was always going to be a floater.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is...
Sometimes floaters are good, sometimes not so good, Matty Collins. But in this case, for KCC, maybe he'll do a good job. What's your view?
Yeah, look, he'll go aerial, that's for sure, and he won't die wondering. So,
he's got him! No, outside off stump. Tabarak Dar had a little look see. Now, Stewie Tohill, the GOAT, the greatest ever Saturday cricketer, picked up Mo Khan by just bowling some dibbly-dobbly wobblers until he got caught at deep mid-on. What's Mo going to do here? Wants a single. Down the ground, chance here. Martin Coetzee, the South Africans underneath it. Taking it beautifully, Mo Khan.
The Mo Khan
marvellous
experiment
Mo. He wasn't
has
marvellous
failed.
today. We thought he was going to go for 6, and I will yell out MARVELLOUS. It's not marvellous, Mo Khan. But that's okay. The young fella, he came in, he had a job to do, was to clear the boundary. He wasn't able to get it done. But there's plenty of batting to go, Matty Bodfield. And it would be Simondeep Singh or Wackers Barkart here.
I'd be bringing in Simondeep Singh at this point in time. I mean, this is a tremendous over from HKCC. 2 wickets, really bringing the game back to them. Really putting the brakes on KCC, who were trucking along at around 9 and over. You may see that reduce. It looks like Simondeep Singh, the fittest man in Hong Kong, is coming to the wicket.
he is the fittest man in Hong Kong, there's no doubt about that. Have you seen his Instagram bodies? It's a thing of beauty.
Thousands and thousands
Big call to
of
say he's the
followers.
fittest man in Hong Kong.
He's a fit boy, I tell you.
Is it? Well, it's 2020. You probably don't need to be as fit. You could get through a 2020, Matt Collins, would you believe? Yes.
Oh, jeez, I don't know about that, mate.
Maybe you play a Mo Khan innings.
Yeah, Mo Khan style innings, yes.
Absolutely. So
they're for a good time, not a long time.
So great for Hong Kong Cricket Club, great for Kinchit Shah, but KCC would take this no problems. 8.5 overs, 3 for 73. Now, will Jamie Atkinson come out of his crease? Can they pick up another wicket here? Oh, well bowled. Well bowled.
That one didn't get up. That kept low.
It's just amazing what wickets can bring in terms of just restricting the run rate and just changing the vibe out there. You know, all of a sudden HKCC are up and about.
You notice the bowlers still don't give their hats to the umpire. Obviously, here in Hong Kong, we're trying to keep out the COVID virus and very much COVID safe here for Hong Kong Cricket Club. As on comes lovely, luscious Luke Jones, the right arm leg spinner. Some would say one of the top 2 leg spinners here at the Hong Kong Cricket Club. Matt Collins with Jahatha Subramanian, Matty Botfield. He's a guy, but if he get his confidence up, he'll loop it in and he'll get over his wrist and he'll turn and he'll give you a chance. So this should be a wonderful battle. Simondeep Singh and Jamie Atkinson facing lovely, luscious Luke Jones.
I think it's a great decision by Kinchit to bring him on now. 2 fresh batsmen at the wicket.
Absolutely, and he because he will give you a chance. Oh, they've brought in a slip as well. That's interesting.
Yeah.
They're looking for the wickets.
Well, it's all happening here at the HKCC.
Absolutely. Hong Kong Cricket Club, the oldest cricket club in Asia, 170 years. Very, very experienced club. Been going around for a long period of time as Lukey Jones got a big job to do. Here we go. Oh, slashes. Scrivener in behind it, picks it up well. Wow, good start.
Wow, finds the edge, first delivery.
First ball. Wow, the slip came into play almost immediately. Maybe everyone's read the pitch wrong and thought, oh, hang on, this is a bit of a green wicket. It would be good for this the paceman, but maybe it's going to continue the leg spin and off spin trajectory of what we've seen over the first month here at the Hong Kong Cricket Club, Matty Collins.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think spin is still going to dictate, today's game largely.
Which will be which was a good call from Topika Han Trivedi and also Dan Pascoe. Yeah, straight to him. Oh, he struck him!
Oh no!
Oh,
Gone
Charlie
for
Wallace!
6, and it's gone for 6.
Oh, you've got to catch Jamie Atkinson. It was a flat shot. It went straight to him. He dropped it and it's gone for 6. That is heartbreaking. It's very much like the 1999 World Cup where Lance Klusener hit it down to Paul Rifle. Paul Rifle ricocheted for 6. Oh, hearts were broken. Thankfully, there was a run out a little bit later. Jamie Atkinson gets the life of his life there. Oh.
You've got a feel for Jones there, don't you? I mean, Jamie absolutely picked out the fielder and hit it straight to him.
Oh, the Stanley sniper must have been sleeping. You've got to catch those at this level, you would think, Matty Bodfield.
Oh, absolutely. That could prove so costly as well as we move through the rest of this KCC.
That would have been 4 for 74. The captain's out. Hong Kong Cricket Club, the spinners on top. That was massive. Oh, Charlie Wallace, Hong Kong Cricket Club there. God, he's bowling well, Luke Jones, isn't he? He's getting right over the top of it.
He's dialed right in.
He's right in, but you've got to catch those. But that's gone. Luke Jones, you've got to put that behind him. Charlie Wallace has got to put that behind him. Out comes the slip. Interesting move, actually.
Thinking about the point, Mizucket.
Jeez, I think I would have kept the slip in.
Yeah, I would have.
Oh, well bowled.
You can see he's getting a little bit of grip there. I think I would have kept the slip in for a little longer.
Yes, I think maybe they think they can dot up Simondeep because he's not a big hitter of the ball, is he? Once he gets going.
And like Jamie, he really has been shorter runs in the series so far. So
Jamie still should be shorter runs. You've got to catch those. We're disappointed here at Hong Kong Cricket Club, but that's okay. Well bowled. Lovely piece of bowling.
That's a wonderful over.
Wonderful over. 7 off it. Should have been 1 for 1. Is that over there?
I believe so. Yep.
Over bowled. As Superman Shelton says to Tabarak Dar, the umpire, says that's over bowled. Great to see KK here. Kingsley here does a great job as one of the sports managers here at the Hong Kong Cricket Club. Nitesh, very, very experienced administrator and operations man for Cricket Hong Kong. And of course, Ravishing Ravi does a great job here with the fixtures and organising the league here. So
at the halfway mark, 3 for 81, Kowloon Cricket Club.
They'll take that, wouldn't they, after being sent in?
They should be 4 for 74. They'll be taking.
They should be. Now. Jamie Atkins will be thanking his lucky stars, and Charlie Wallace will be looking to strike back. The 2 spinners are on. Jamie Atkinson does not like to get bogged down. Straight down. That is a brilliant shot. He got straight to the pitch of the ball, hit straight through the line. Wonderful shot, Jamie Atkinson. That's
very powerfully struck.
Very powerfully struck. Nothing wrong with that delivery. Jamie Atkinson is not one. He's a guy that likes to dominate attacks, and I think maybe he said, "I'm not going to swing across the line. I will hit straight here." Bit short of a length. Bowled by Kinshit Shah, fielded by Ninad Shah. Seems like a good cricket wicket, doesn't it? It seems like something in for the bowlers.
Oh, something there for everyone.
Yeah, something there for everyone, absolutely. Oh, great fielding. He's probably Hong Kong Cricket Club's best fielder, Ninad Shah.
That's tremendous fielding over there.
He fields well, and he batted beautifully last week. Got himself about 25 to 30 against Little Saiwan in a very important knock.
Very cricket knowledgeable crowd here also applauding that great bit of fielding.
Well bowled, just short. If he keeps going short, I see Jamie Atkinson getting back in his crease and trying and swatting it over mid-wicket. Your view, Matty Collins?
Yeah, he may well do that. Wouldn't mind seeing with you get the point in the short third, maybe even a reverse.
Well, that's absolutely in the game. Oh, well bowled.
Very well bowled.
It's still the ball is. It's just holding up just a touch.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's that easy.
So it's coming on better than it was a week ago for all our viewers watching from around Hong Kong and around the world. That's well bowled. Well, chance for a run. Oh, Scriv, you got to be on that one. But good running. I think Kowloon Cricket Club running beautifully between the wickets, Matty Collins.
Yeah, just no hesitation there. I think even with a clean take, I think Simondeep Singh, the fittest man in Hong Kong, I think he probably would have got there anyway. But yeah, very good running.
Very good over by Shah.
How many off that one?
There was
8 off it.
7 off it.
7 off it.
Yeah, but one of them was the 6 down the ground. Yeah. It was a real good comeback in that over.
So what will Jamie do here? So he's got away with one. Will he be thinking he's better off if he's going to be hitting his 4s and 6s? Maybe that's better against the off spinner hitting with the, or was he?
No, I think
he thinks he's going to go again
he
against.
just needed more elevation. He just needed more elevation on that last one.
Fuller.
Just the single there to Ninad Shah as we say hello to our friends over there in the UK, George Clark and Alex Brooks, who are tuning in. Isaac Paul, as he mentioned, down in Burnie there in Tasmania. Charles McInerney, lots of them are dialing in here, having a look, watching and supporting Hong Kong Cricket Club and also Kowloon Cricket Club. Well bowled. He's got a lovely loop there going. So when a leg spinner's on fire like this, do you try and knock him off your line, Matty Collins, or do you show the respect? What's your view?
No,
here?
I think they're doing the right thing. They're using their feet they as best they can, get to the pitch of the ball, and look, they can just knock him around.
Jones again. Oh, very well bowled.
That stopped and propped. Dan Pascoe would love seeing that. Very well bowled.
Geez, I thought Atkinson was going to walk past that one just for a moment, but he got himself behind it and just hit the thigh pad.
Sizable rear of his behind it, just to block the ball.
Don't tell him that.
I will keep it quiet. You got to look after Jamie Atkinson. You don't want to get the fire going in the big man's belly. Oh, well bowled, well flighted, and well played. Just waited on that and just eased that out to a deep mid off. Normally as a leg spinner you get a few loose ones, and we haven't seen that so far, have we, Matty Collins?
No, we haven't. But look, I think these two here, I think what we need, KCC needs really, is just a partnership.
Yeah, stabilisation.
And these guys can just,
That's shorter, that's found the gap, I think. No, very well fielded out there. Got around very quickly.
These guys can just afford to knock it around for the next sort of 4 or 5 overs, and then really, with wickets in hand, I'd say that they'd be planning on a bit of an onslaught for that last sort of 5 or 6
Yeah,
overs.
I think these two will be trying to take it through to the 15th, 16th over.
That sort of area.
Yep.
Well, he's gone through, it's gone all the way.
Jeez, Jamie got hold of that one.
He leant back on that a bit, didn't he?
He did.
He got to the pitch early, and then he leant back and he says, I'm going to clear the ropes, and he went over Ryan Buckley there. Not a bad ball by any stretch of the imagination, but a beautiful shot by Jamie Atkinson, and already that drop catch that went for 6, it's already cost Hong Kong Cricket Club probably 20 runs already.
Dropped on 4, now Atkinson on to 25.
And sometimes when you're, in a bit of a rut, and I wouldn't say a rut, but when you're struggling a little bit for runs, sometimes you just need a little bit of luck.
Yeah. Jeez, he certainly timed that one beautifully down the ground, Matt.
Well, I think like Bubba Hyatt, I think, when Jamie's hitting the ball that well, there's no ground in the world that can hold him.
No, certainly. So Singh's going to be on strike to Wallace, who's going to want to really lift and make amends for that dropped catch earlier. Singh still hasn't found the pace of the wicket, still working his way into his batting today.
Now, if you sometimes if you don't perform exactly the way you want the ball in hand, and Charlie Wallace has got his opportunity here. He's got a huge job here for Hong Kong Cricket Club. He's been bowling very well. Well bowled. Isn't that interesting? Again, it just popped up a little bit, didn't he? He's a great athlete, Charlie Wallace. He did the Macklehoes, the 100-kilometre trek a couple of years ago. He's a wonderful athlete, generally a good fielder. And he's got a big job against these batsmen here for Kowloon Cricket Club, who after 12.1 overs are 3 for 99.
Yeah, going along just over 8 and over.
Or if you're from England, it's 99 for 3.
Okay.
I think we've got to revise our scores upwards, gentlemen. Going at 8 and over at this point. We'll be looking 180 above.
It'd certainly be a very nice score for KCC to defend. They would have certainly taken that at the start of the innings, that's for sure.
100%.
There might be 2 on here, but Jamie
had no interest in 2 there.
No, he was
no interest.
Oh, it's hit wicket. Hit wicket.
Look, I think Jamie's trodden on his stumps. I think Atkinson has trodden on his stumps. Goodness me.
Let's have a look at the replay. What's going on there? He went back in his crease, didn't he?
Goodness me.
Oh, it's...
Umpires are conferring. Jamie's standing his ground.
But if the umpires didn't see it, how do you give him out? That's the question.
Well, the bails are dislodged.
Sorry?
Here's the replay now.
Well, I don't think anyone's got closer to the...
Have a look at the replay now. Oh, it's Simandeep Singh. Yes, it was Singh on strike.
Yes, he's got back in his crease.
And look, I've just had a quick look at the replay, and Singh, to my eye, it looks like his foot has struck.
Oh, it is Jamie
Atkinson.
Oh, Hong Kong Cricket Club have got Kowloon Cricket Club's 2 best batsmen in very lucky circumstances. One hit wicket or stepping on his stumps. and also you had Bubba High caught down leg side, very much like that song, The Hot Stepper from the 90s. Matty Collins, were you into that song in the 90s?
The Hot Stepper.
That's right. Who's saying The Hot Stepper? Maybe some of
This is behind. What's the problem?
Na 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 na
na na na na na na na na na na na.
Waka's bucket coming out now. Well, I've seen everything now. Charlie Wallace drops Atkinson on 4, comes back on the bowl, has him hit wicket for 25.
Wowee, and boy, oh boy.
Boy, oh boy. So, Charlie Wallace, he has got himself back in the game, and he did get Jamie Atkinson in the end, didn't he? Probably not in the way that he was planning on, or maybe he was. He's got the Stanley Sniper.
He's got the 2 prize scalps, Atkinson and
So this gives Hong Kong Cricket Club maybe a small window to try and pull KCC back to maybe 160, 170.
Very much so, very much so.
And in comes, is that Wackers Burkhardt, the head coach?
Yes, it certainly is. It certainly is. He'll be looking for...
the man you, Matty Collins, said was one of the greatest fielders in the history of world cricket, and then the ball went up and he dropped, and he dropped a catch that my grandmother wouldn't have dropped.
That did happen.
It did happen.
Here he goes. Charlie Wallace needs to strike again. Oh. There's definitely a step. There's a hot stepper in the the spring in the step for the Hong Kong Cricket Club. Oh, it's all going on here. We've seen a caught down leg side. We've seen a hot stepper step on his stumps. We've seen someone from One Direction. It's all going on here at the Hong Kong Cricket Club. So come on down and have a little look. Have a look at the Gencor Premier League. They're streaming in from all over the place here at the Hong Kong Cricket Club. Wackers Burkhardt under all sorts of pressure. Charlie Wallace. Shot! What a wonder! Just went back and he just smoked that behind point, didn't he?
That was timed to perfection on his second delivery.
Yeah, just giving too much width there, the bowler, and that was just creamed.
He sliced that like the Last Samurai from a Tom Cruise. That'll do something for the nerves of Wackers Burkhardt. That was a beautiful shot. How's he been going? He's made any runs so far?
Yeah, I think it was game 3 that we had. It was a very, very tough wicket to bat on at KCC, and I would have to say he was our best batsman that day.
That's Don't be throwing. You don't throw away easy singles.
Well, I think the other thing is there. You want to keep that new batsman on strike.
You want to keep I'm a big fan, Matty Collins. Just hold on to the ball unless there's a really good chance for a run out. Don't give away an easy overthrow, because often someone's not backing up, or it's a ricochet off the stumps, and it's the pressure off the batsman, isn't it?
Absolutely.
100 up now for Kowloon Cricket Club.
They'd be very happy with that. After the 13th over, 4 for 100, they'd be delighted with this start, Kowloon Cricket Club, as Charlie Wallace comes into Simandeep Singh. Just outside off stump.
Not a great deal of footwork there from Simandeep Singh. He sort of just flayed at that one, didn't he? Wafted the bat out there.
Relatively sharp, that delivery from Charlie Wallace. Well, he struck back. He got the big wicket. We haven't seen Nizakat Khan, who's been bowling very good leg spin. Luke Jones in again. He's had a good series, Luke Jones. 7 overs to go. Kowloon Cricket Club 4 for 104. They've already scored 21 more than they did after 20 overs in the last Gencor Premier League game. Luke Jones has been important here.
Wicket's still important here. Going along at 8 and over, yes.
Who would be coming in next? Would it be the crime fighter Dan Pascoe?
I would say so. No, Chris Carter. Chris Carter will come in next, I would suggest.
Former national player.
Although if these two take it deep, there's a chance Jay Davidson could get lifted up the order to swashbuckle his bat around a little in the last couple of overs.
I was a little bit... Luke Jones comes into bowl here. I was a little bit surprised to see the spiritual leader Ash Caddy not picked in a big final like this. Surely his experience and quality of player with bat and ball could have come in, Matt Collins.
Oh, look, I think he's just short of a gallop. He had 21 days of quarantine to endure. There's been no Sunday League cricket for him to play. I just think he's just short of a gallop. But I believe he's got a game for the Templars on Sunday, so I dare say he'll brush out a few of those cobwebs in that 50 over game there. So yes, certainly not the last of Ashley that you've seen at a Premier League level, that's for sure.
No, he's a wonderful player and the spiritual leader down there at the Kowloon Cricket Club as Luke Jones comes in. Oh, well bowled. He's just bowling it beautifully. He's getting lovely flight. He plied his trade over at Lords, over to the MCC as a young cricketer there, and he came to the Hong Kong Cricket Club a couple of years ago. Also a talented left-hand batsman as he comes in to Simandeep Singh, just short,
bit shorter,
and just cuts that out to a deep point, deep cover. Apart from 1-6 that should have been caught and another beautiful shot over mid-on, hasn't given the batsman much, has he?
No, he hasn't at all. And
I think they're probably a little bit nervous to play a big shot against the turning delivery.
As he comes into Barker.
Chance here. Oh, lovely shot right in the gap. Well played, Wackus Burkett. Charlie Wallace dived. It would have been an incredible catch, similar to when Glenn McGrath took that diving catch.
Glenn
McGrath, absolutely.
Very, very well placed shot, wasn't it?
He got across, he hit it flat right in the spot. Nothing wrong with that delivery. Kinshit Shah back into the attack.
KCC now going at just on 8 and over. What's the Wasp telling us at the moment?
158.
158 is the Wasp at the moment.
Okay. I think if it did turn out to be 158, I reckon KCC would be disappointed from here. From this position.
Oh.
Barkat very quickly through there. Good bit of fielding again from Neenad Shah, but Barkat home safely.
We were going to have a change in the commentary box, but I think we're just ploughing through.
We're just ploughing through.
We just keep going.
Well,
sometimes you just you're seeing the ball well, and you just got to you just keep batting. Oh,
David, when accepting your kind invitation to join you here at the HKCC for commentary today, you made it very clear that we'd do the first 10 overs and then be relieved of duties, so we could go and enjoy some lunch, tremendous food and drink.
Up and go underneath it there, Kurt Sear. Oh,
what a gone all the way.
What a very smart shot. He got inside out, hit it to the swimming pool end, which is the short end, probably really only a 38.7 metre hit, and he's got underneath it. Most grounds in world cricket, that's caught at probably somewhere between cover and deep cover. Well played. Scrivener, chance for a run out here.
Beautiful running again.
Yeah. Wonderful wonderful batting and wonderful running. This is terrific cricket from Kowloon Cricket Club.
And these two really do run well together.
They do. They seem to have great innate knowledge of each other's game. Oh, boy, he got that one a bit straighter.
Thinking about two. There's not two there.
Great bit of fielding out there. Looks like Lucky Jones. Beautifully done.
14.4 overs. I think Kowloon Cricket Club would be eyeing 180, 190, wouldn't they, at least?
180 is not off the table, I would think. That's what they'll be looking for right now.
Will Simandeep go inside out again? Oh. Got him! Oh, just short of him.
Just fallen short.
Just short of him.
That's the last ball of the 15th over, 4 for 121.
What would Hong Kong Cricket Club be happy for here in terms of pulling? They kept Kowloon Cricket Club to 170. That'd be a good effort.
Yeah, 165, 170. I think if you offered that to them right now, they would take it.
Having a little show of the replay, just punched it back just short of Kinshit Shah. As we any questions coming in? No big questions coming in. And as the Yush coming back into the attack, so they're going to try and blast through them with a bit of pace. It's the spinners who have looked the most dangerous. I think Luke Jones has probably looked the bowler of choice today. Matty Collins, would you agree on that?
Yeah, definitely. I think he's got his line and his length, pretty much spot on. Really coming out nicely.
Great to and we welcome into the one of our viewers, Thomas Miles, the intern, experienced and also experienced coach at Hong Kong Cricket Club. Had a season with the Hong Kong Cricket Club last season, went back to the UK, just about to get out of quarantine as we speak. So we wish him well and looking forward to seeing you up at the Hong Kong Cricket Club. Developed beautifully in the Hong Kong Cricket Club system. Did a lot of coaching with the women's teams and also with the Chinese team. We're a big supporter of Chinese Cantonese cricket here at the Hong Kong Cricket Club, Kailan and also Shan Wu. So if you're a Cantonese Chinese cricketer, Hong Kong cricketer, you're interested in learning the game or maybe improving your game, come down here to Hong Kong Cricket Club. We've got Hong Kong Cantonese speaking coaches and we're developing the game very well here. So it's not just at the top level, all levels of cricketers. The Yush comes in here. Well bowled. Just short of a length. Luke Jones, chance for a run out. Anyone backing up? Oh, chance for a run out now. Oh!
Again, tremendous running from these two.
Tremendous running. Hold on to the ball, ladies and gentlemen, here. Unless there's someone backing up, and Luke Jones will say, well, Martin Coetzee or Ryan Buckley, you had to be in there fast. They run very well between the wickets, don't they?
Yeah, they
shouldn't
certainly
be getting
do.
two there. But that says a lot about the smarts of Kowloon Cricket Club as the Yush comes in. Just takes the one.
Shukla quite expensive in his first spell. I think he went for 23 off his 2 overs, so he'll obviously be looking to improve here.
And we also welcome one of our viewers, former Hong Kong Cricket Club captain of cricket and all-round nice guy, Sean Robson, who's down there in Melbourne in a bit of lockdown. He's watching it and enjoying his cricket as well. So if you want to know anything about cricket or wines, go and have a chat with him and his lovely wife. Wonderful Hong Kong Cricket Club people. Captain of cricket here, did a super job. Moved down to Melbourne a couple of years ago and still a big supporter of Hong Kong Cricket Club. So Sean, we hope you're enjoying your cricket as the Yush comes in. Oh, he's crunched that
goes
through.
Bang, 4 runs.
The Yush Shukla head goes down.
Just too short and too straight.
Short down leg side. You're going to get.
You've got a very short boundary on that side of the ground. You know, it wouldn't be more than 40-45 yards. So
some really good support from the Kowloon Cricket Club. It looks like many supporters have come up the hill, judging by the applause.
The KCC did bus in a few loads this morning. A few people coming to have a bit of lunch pre-game, and yeah, here to support their team.
Yeah, the Veggie Kingdom Kowloon Cricket Club, Veggie Kingdom, 7th floor, VIP Commercial Centre, 120 Canton Road, TST.
It's nearly as popular as strawberrynet.com and online cosmetics, and that's where I get my moisturisers and also eye cream as well.
Do you exfoliate?
Oh,
Shukla.
I will be after this game. Oh, here's a chance. Oh, what a great shot. Inside out. That's a man who's saying this pitch is playing beautifully. You're Shukla getting a real. He's getting a bit of tap, isn't he, Matty Collins?
Yeah, and he did in his first spell as well, as I mentioned earlier. He's just got to get his line and length right.
But if you're going to get a tap, don't be short down leg side. That was that could have been a miss-hit shot to point or a third man. That was actually a lovely cricket shot. If you're going to get hit as a bowler, get hit from a good ball, not from a ball that you would probably regret. But Wackus Burkhardt, the head coach here, is come and set the bird amongst the pigeons, and Hong Kong Cricket Club, the pressure's right back on them.
Actually, speaking of that, I've been looking around trying to spot some birds and pigeons. I haven't seen any pigeons up here today, David.
Well, we've got it's a packed crowd. We couldn't afford to get any pigeons in here, unfortunately. So we asked them if they could head down to Kowloon Cricket Club and eat some of the bird seed on the pitch there, perhaps.
Shukla.
Oh, chance there. Oh, just mishit that out to Neenad Shah at deep mid-wicket. For me, this says bring on Nizakat Khan. He's going to bowl fast leg spin. I think that's probably a better move than maybe your Shukla. What's he bowled? 2 overs now, 3? Is he 3rd over or 4th over?
This is his 3rd. Yeah, I definitely. I just think
Nizakat Khan bowls fast leg spin and hard to get away.
He's gone for 34, and this is the back end of his 3rd over.
He's been expensive, but he's still got a job to do. Come on, young man. Here we go. Hit those lines. Oh, just short of a length. That's okay. He's a developing young cricketer under the school down at Trent Johnson down at the Cricket Hong Kong. He's developed beautifully over the last 12, 18 months. But young kids, fast bowlers, sometimes you come up against some very good cricketers. Wackus Burkhardt, Simandeep Sim playing him beautifully. So Kowloon Cricket Club, what are they now, Matty Collins and Matty Botfield?
4 for 134.
4 for 134. I think they've been listening to the commentary box, or maybe he's made up his own mind. Will we see Nizakat Khan come on from the other end? I hope so. We have a look at Nizakat. Is he going to give us a little nod? Is he coming on from the other end?
He's not giving you anything.
He's basically saying he's not coming on. We're saying he should come on from the other end. maybe not. He should come on, absolutely.
David Varley, the captain of cricket here at the Hong Kong Cricket Club. Just coaching from the combox here.
Sometimes you've got to make a captain's call. The way Tony Abbott gave Prince Philip a knighthood, I believe. It was a captain's call. Sometimes they don't go as well as planned. Kinchit Shah, big job here. Just punches that down to Nizuka Carter, deep mid on, Matt Bodfield.
Singh is definitely playing the role of the anchor here. He's pushing around for ones, giving Barkett the strike. He can see how well Waqas Barkett is hitting it.
Here he comes in.
Quicker, shorter.
Got out! Oh, he tucked it beautifully, but straight to the man. Happy Haroon Shard. Took the catch. It looked like it bobbled at his hand, Matty Collins, just a touch.
Yeah, it did, but good catch in the end. And look, that's a pretty valuable wicket, that one. Barkett was just looking like he was about to really launch. So, yeah, very handy wicket there for Hong Kong Cricket Club.
That's Shah's third wicket.
And Kinchit's for third wicket.
Yeah.
Third wicket. And I tell you, Hong Kong Cricket Club have been incredibly lucky. Bubba Hyatt was on fire, gets caught down the leg side. Jamie Atkinson was on fire, stepped on his wicket. Kinchit Shah bowls one short down leg stump. They could have leg side, which could have gone anywhere.
Oh, look.
Hit it straight.
What about Azaz Khan?
What about Azaz Khan?
Short one that should have been on the tennis courts.
And how did he go out?
Caught behind.
He was
caught behind.
Very true.
Look, at the end of the day, you make your own luck, and sometimes you bowl good balls and they're not rewarded. So,
do you think? I always find that the spinners seem to get more luck from bad balls. Would you agree on that, Matty Collins?
Oh, I don't know about that. I think the love shared. But we've now got Chris Boudoir Carter to the crease, and a bit of a shout out to Chris's parents over there in Perth, Steve and Deb. I'm sure they're tuning in. So yeah.
Now, Matty, is before you're replaced in the commentary box for a few overs by the author Tommy Hicks, your view at this stage? What's your view?
Well, as we see Shah.
Well, he gets across to the leg side. Well played, Chris Carter. Matty Bodfield.
Look, I think both teams would be relatively comfortable with where they're at. It's hard to see what this pitch is going to be like chasing on. KCC would be happy where they are, but they really need to drive home the advantage that they've established in the last 3 overs.
What do you think KCC would take here? 190? Oh, great shot down the... Now, Matt... Oh, jeez, that hit him on the foot. Martin Coetzee completely missed that ball with his hand, rolled over, and his foot got stuck in the way. That was going for 4, Matty Collins.
I tell you what, he's taken a decent divot out there as well.
Absolutely. And Nathan, the groundsman, will be furious.
Not happy.
Now, so, Matty Collins. Matty Collins is going to leave it to Matty Bodfield, and myself coming in. Just tucks that good cricket. Very good cricket from Chris Carter. Your final words, Matty Collins. What's your view at this stage?
Oh, look, I think KCC slightly ahead.
Absolutely.
As things go, I mean, I think runs on the board. They're going to post something, whatever it is from here on in, it's going to be certainly highly defendable.
Definitely.
But it's been a pleasure. I hope to come back a little later in the commentary and join you boys, but I'll have a little rest now.
We absolutely look forward to seeing you back. And perhaps before you go, you can tell us about why, while a batsman has a towel in his back pocket, or maybe you can tell us in the second innings. I believe he'll be keeping with a towel as well.
Oh, he'll certainly be keeping. It's much a fashion statement. We can go there in my second stint.
Excellent. As we welcome in a guy that does very well in the last 3 overs, the famed author of Bowler's Name, Tommy Hicks. As we welcome Tommy Hicks for the last few overs. Welcome, Tommy, to the commentary box.
Hi, DV. How are you?
Very well, very well. What's your view so far in terms of what you've seen in this 2020 Gencor Premier League final?
It's been really entertaining. Been lucky to be watching it from the Willow Room. Been good hospitality out there. I think it's in the balance, actually. I think it's been some good batting. I think Hong Kong Cricket Club just about holding on, I think, and I think these 3 overs are going to be really crucial here. If they can keep Kowloon down to, as you said, 190 there, if it can be under that, I think it's gettable. Pitch looks better than it's been. I think the last couple of weeks have been quite stoppy in the first few games of the year.
Which you and I have been enjoying with our off-spin and leg-spin bowling. You've been ragging it sideways, Tom Hicks.
I don't know if I heard, best spin combination in Hong Kong. I don't know where I heard that, David, but perhaps that was just something that I came up with. But
Haroon back on.
Haroon's back on.
Haroon's back.
Back to Chrissy Carter. Well bowled up in the spot. Chance for a run out here. Got to hit him. Oh, that is out.
Up. Excellent.
Oh, there was a single there. And Simandeep Singh says, I'm not running, and Chrissy Carter, maybe he will need the towel in the back of his pocket there.
Well. There's another wicket that shouldn't have happened.
He ran halfway down the wicket,
Well.
looked at these pitch, and he saw that Simandeep Singh wasn't moving. A run out there. Hong Kong Cricket Club's getting wickets in all sorts, shapes and forms. Big wicket there, Tommy Hicks.
Oh, I think that's exactly what they needed. I think now it's 190 is looking a long way off.
A long way. I mean, yeah, we're sitting here 10 minutes ago thinking about 190. Kinchett comes on from this end, 4 runs off his over, run out from the other end. HKCC are right in this.
I think Kinchett's done a huge job here as a skipper, and just very, very tight. He's kept boundaries to a minimum, and it's caused the pressure, and it's going to not last 3 overs. It's going to be huge.
The Namibian nightmare Jay Davidson strides out to the wicket. He'll be looking to put some up into the clubhouse, I would say. He only knows one way, Jay.
That's Kinchett.
Just having a chat there. He makes his way down to take his guard.
And a good start for the spell for Haroon as well there, right up in the block hole.
He wants to do it with the ball later, Davidson, but now he gets to have a cameo with the bat.
So how many? What's give us set the stage here, Matty Bodfield? Where are we at the moment?
6 for 138. The big Namibian nightmare come to the wicket. This match is finally poised, I would say, at this point in time. HKC wonderful fight back. Numerous times KCC have threatened to get away, and HKC have brought it back each and every occasion.
Absolutely. In comes Haroon, and he does the right thing. He takes the single. Very smart cricket.
Singh has been out there for a while now, but we'll be looking to get going.
For those who are just tuning in, Bubba Hyde got off to a flyer, 33 off 22, before he was caught down leg side. Azaz Khan, 33 off 23, before he was caught behind from Kinchett Shah. Jamie Atkinson was batted beautifully before he stepped on his stumps, hit wickets Charlie Wallace. Marvellous Mo Khan out for North. Simandeep Singh, 14 not out, facing here against Haroon. Well played, well bowled. Wackus Burkhat, 27 off 15, batted beautifully. Chris Carter run out for 2, and the Namibian nightmare Jay Davidson 1 for 1 there. So bowling figures: Haroon 2 overs for 11, Ayush 38, Charlie Wallace 3 overs for 16, Elliot Scrivener 2 overs for 27, Kinchett Shah 4 overs for 22, Luke Jones 3 overs for 26. But I thought Luke Jones bowled much better than these figures.
Look, totally agree with that. Totally agree. He bowled very well. He was very impressive.
It's been a very balanced attack as well. I think that's one of the strengths of this side. Probably just lacking a left arm seamer perhaps, but I think it's also been marshalled well by the skipper. I think he's mixed it up nicely, and now singles aren't going to hurt too much.
Haroon again.
It's got to be nice and full here.
Still in the slot slightly, but just another one.
Only be one. Look,
he's in comes Luke Jones. He's very good fielder, moves quickly.
Haroon's impressed me today as well,
Has he?
David. He's really impressed me bowling from that from the other end.
I think Haroon, for me, David, in the last year has actually been one of the most improved players for me. I think he's a lot calmer. He seems to know his game more.
The scoreboard showing Ayush Shukla still bowling here, but it's actually Haroon Ashard, and he's a guy that Trent Johnson and the national team does rely on him bowling at the death. That was a very good slower ball and full ball. There we go. There's the slower one. Give him a bump. Oh, he kicks the ground like they do in Aussie rules football. Not your favourite sport, Tommy Hicks?
Oh, DV, and I love the AFL.
Who do you support in the Aussie rules?
Quite like the Tigers.
The Tigers.
They've
had some success in recent years.
Yeah, I've been lucky enough to be at the G a couple of times to watch the Tigers. Great game.
Very good.
Deserves more airtime.
I'm not sure who
go the grand final last weekend.
Great grand final for the first time over in Perth. 60-odd thousand watching the Melbourne Demons break a 57 premiership drought to beat the Western Bulldogs. It was a wonderful game, wonderful atmosphere. Similar to as Haroon comes in to Jay Davidson. Oh, he tucks that behind. Charlie Wallace has a chance. Oh, he's got it. Great catch.
Made no mistake on that one.
Oh, he got underneath it. Charlie Wallace, he had to move quickly. Very, very important. He's made up for it here, Charlie Wallace. Well done. Sometimes you've got to take the big moments. He got underneath it. It was like a Jim Courier top spinner at the Australian Open, because the ball was spinning and dipping, more like maybe Rafael Nadal. He got underneath and he took it well, Matt Bodfield.
Look, it was a wonderful catch, and this is a wonderful fight back by HKCC here. 4 runs off that over, 4 runs off the previous over, have Kowloon Cricket Club 6 down with 2 overs remaining.
They've fought back in here, but both these players, the crime fighter, and I'm not talking about Superman, though sometimes he is a bit like Superman. Who we got there? Daniel, Dan the Man Pascoe, and Simandeep Singh. Simandeep Singh, the danger man, you would think, but Pascoe I think will probably try and hit a single and then try and give Simandeep Singh the strike probably in this over. Would you think?
Yeah, I would. This is Pascoe's only second game of this Premier League. He was back out of injury for his first game last week.
What was the injury there?
He was leg and lower back.
Leg and lower back.
Yeah.
Okay.
It just took some time for him to get right, but he's right now. So yeah, I'd be looking for him just to turn the strike over and have Singh have most of the strike. Wallace.
Oh, good
which
cricket.
Is exactly
just
what
smart
he does.
cricket. He got in behind that, and also I like it how the fielder just hold on to the ball there. Don't be piffing at the stumps. What's your view on that, Tom Hicks?
You're right. But also, it was good cricket to take that single, 1 from 1. But equally, Hong Kong Cricket Club will be very happy with singles at this stage. And remember that wicket, although it's a good catch, it's another dot ball. So I think this is a very Hong Kong seemingly ending this innings in front.
Very much so. Only 11 balls remaining, and the score's on 143.
I think if Kowloon Cricket Club gets 160, that would be absolutely spot on. I think both sides would almost take that at the start of play. Here's a chance.
Full toss.
Oh,
6.
You can't be bowling full tosses
on leg stump.
On leg stump. That is, I hate to say it, poor cricket. He went for the Yorker, he missed, and Simandeep Singh was good enough to knock that away.
For a moment, it looked like he was going to hole out in the deep, but he got plenty of it, and it cleared the boundary
The
quite
only good thing
comfortably.
on that one is it wasn't a no-ball free hit, Matty Bodfield.
Yes, and we'll talk about it a little bit later, but Azaz Khan has been having some trouble with his no balls this
Well, that will be
season.
interesting. And Tabrak Dar will have his eagle eye on that one as in comes Charlie Wallace. Take it! Oh! Chance for a run out here! Oh. But the great thing about that one, he into the pitch and the ball is still holding up a bit. So,
yes, it is.
So I think the smart cricket is to bowl it just into the pitch, and that'll be interesting for Nizakat Khan and Martin Kurtzee, because they're the kind of batsmen who like the ball coming on and like the ball pitched up. So it'll be interesting for the Namibian Nightmare and Azaz Khan and some of the other bowlers.
Atiq Iqbal, that is his game. Bowling back of a length, mixing the pace up, rolling his fingers across the ball.
And he loves it here at the Hong Kong Cricket Club.
He does indeed. Wallace again.
Oh, great shot.
6.
He has got back in his crease and swatted that. Nothing wrong with that delivery, but it was Dan Pascoe just heaved that across to the leg side.
Wow.
That's why I do ask the question, would it have been better to bring on a Nizakat Khan with his faster leg spinners, hard to get away?
It was certainly an option that they should have considered. Wallace has just got to be careful here.
Maybe a little bit shorter. Dan Pascoe does pull very well though, doesn't he?
The strongest shot, I would say.
Yeah, I'd agree with him. You often see him warming up with the pull shot.
That's full up, better,
cricket.
1.
Great cricket, Dan Pascoe. It's a thinking man's cricket. Hits the big 6 and takes the single.
You're right, and no one works harder at their game as much as Dan Pascoe does. Probably in Hong Kong cricket.
Probably the most serious man in Hong Kong cricket. Would you agree on that, Matty Bodfield?
That is inarguable.
I think he last smiled in 2004.
Player of the year last year?
He was the player of the year.
Cricket Hong Kong player of the year, yes.
Yes.
And well deserved, I think.
Very well deserved. Oh, he's wonderful cricketer. Probably arguably the best spinner in Hong Kong.
Careful, Dave.
Wallace again.
Oh! Slower bounce. It's a ball that's...
Singh looking for the wide.
It looks like his slower bounces come into the kind of Hong Kong, come into world cricket in the last 10 to 15 overs, isn't it? It's a hard ball to get away, isn't it?
So 7 for 157 or 157 for 7, depending on where you come from, as you said, David. 1 over to come.
Big over this.
Haroon Ashad.
Both teams.
Wow.
Personally, I think we haven't bowled the spinners enough for me, Matt Bodfield. Your view?
I agree. You're talking about Nizakat as an option, and I'm surprised it's an option that they didn't go to.
Because I know Luke Jones has gone 3 overs, I think, for 26.
He bowled better than that.
He bowled much better than that.
Scrivener went 2 overs for 27.
And I don't think Scrivener's been, I think, arguably Hong Kong Cricket Club's best player in these preliminary leagues, but he would have been a little bit disappointed the way he bowled. But in fairness to KCC, they played him very well. So, Dan Pascoe, he throws well, that's interesting. He's thrown the third man back, and up comes mid-off. Dan Pascoe, where does he like to hit?
Pull shots. Haroon into Pascoe. Full. Pascoe.
Oh!
One-handed chance.
Will that go for
Pushed
4?
up in the air. Long way from our vantage point here.
He put his hand up like a snorkel at a reef in Bali, which we haven't been able to get to for a number of years. He stopped a certain 4. I think that was Ryan Buckley. Would have been a wonderful catch.
Oh, it would have been a sensational catch.
It also, I'm not even sure he tried to catch. He tried to block it.
To me, that he saved 2 runs.
It was like a LeBron block in the LA Lakers. He just got up there and just
did it very well.
Swatted it away. Wasn't trying to really score there. It was a very good shot. Here comes Haroon. He's got to be fuller than that or a bit shorter.
Pascoe goes through cover, only manages to find the sweeper out there. They get through for 1.
He's
They
got a very
won't,
good arm.
won't come
shot.
back for 2.
So 2 fast full balls. This one needs to be either very full or a little bit slower.
There's 160 up.
160.
4 balls to come.
So I think KCC immediately, they're on top. Kowloon Cricket Club, whatever happens, marginally on top. You put a side in, they get 160 in a final. You're taking that any day of the week. But it could be 170, 175 if Haroon doesn't do a job here. Here he comes.
Oh, Ramp, 6 runs. What a fantastic shot. Simandeep Singh, the fittest man in Hong Kong. Goodness me. Beautiful ramp at the perfect time. Takes the score north of 160.
And as we talk about a ramp, was it the Dilshan scoop or was it the Ryan Campbell ramp?
Without a doubt, Ryan Campbell.
Ryan Campbell invented it. Well, our Sri Lankan fans...
Western Australian, Hong Kong representative Ryan Campbell.
Well, whatever happens, Ryan Campbell did coach at the Kowloon Cricket Club and no doubt that Simandeep Singh learned that well. Shorter for me. He's got to be short here. Oh, he bought a slower, fuller one. Well bowled.
That was a very, very good delivery.
Wow. You don't see many ramps for 6 unless you're in the Indian Premier League. That was a beautiful shot. Nothing wrong with that delivery. He took the pace off it, well bowled, which brings the criminologist, the crime fighter, the crime book extraordinaire, Dan Pascoe to strike. What are we Dan doing here? Would he go... Simandeep's in great form. Do I knock a single? I've got a job.
He's just got to go large. He's got to go large. 2 deliveries to go. Gee, Simandeep Singh has constructed this innings very well.
How many Simandeep on there?
29 off 24. Now, it's better than a run of ball, but a shard again.
Well bowled again.
We're back in his crease.
It's been a crucial innings this.
From
Simandeep.
Really it has been. It's really just got that middle order through to this final over.
Do you think if Hong Kong Cricket Club had that time again, after looking at this pitch, perhaps they would have batted first, Matt Botfield?
I would say so. The way it's played. There's no demons out there.
No demons.
First 6 overs is going to be crucial.
There's a lot of demons in Melbourne after the Melbourne Football Club won the Melbourne Demons won their premiership, and Matt Collins has been up and about for the last 6-7 days, as well as all our friends down in Hong Kong.
Final ball here. Final ball. Haroon Ashad to Singh. Slower ball.
Oh, he's bowled a no ball. Oh,
goodness me.
That is absolutely devastating.
A front foot no ball, which was a slower ball, which would have been a wide.
Would have been a wide. It doesn't get much worse than that.
Can it be a no ball wide? Or you can't have a no ball wide.
No, you just have a no ball.
Just have a no ball.
Free hit though. Yeah. The last ball, which is
he can't go out. But I suppose in some ways he couldn't go out. Well, he could go out, but
just gentlemen and viewers, just remember this moment for later in the day. 169, no ball bowled, free hit, final ball.
And there's been a few crucial key moments there, Matt. What would you say have been the key moments for this first half?
I think the key moments have gone with Hong Kong Cricket Club, because otherwise KCC could have been about 220. The wickets of Jamie Atkinson, the wickets of Bubba Hyatt, some of these lucky ones have gone Hong Kong Cricket Club's way. KCC has been absolutely on top, and maybe that gives a bit of hope to Hong Kong Cricket Club in terms of batting. One of Nizakat Khan or Martin Coetzee has got to go big. Now, this will be fired in for mine.
Slower ball, very well bowled.
Go to the keeper.
Dan's coming back. It's 2. He's run out.
Yes, run out. Oh, a little bit of a bump.
Get the one.
A little bit of an argy-bargy.
Take the 1 and finish on 170.
170 on the nose.
Cricket Club, exactly.
Immediate run rate of 8.5. As I look across to Superman Shelton, the third umpire, he can't give an opinion, but I think in his mind that maybe he thinks that's enough runs. And what a wonderful batting performance, Matty Bodfield and Tom Hicks by Kowloon Cricket Club.
It was a wonderful batting performance. A few unlucky wickets, I'd say, on the way through, but at one point it looked like it was going to be 180 to 200. So full credit to Hong Kong Cricket Club for fighting back. Every time Kowloon Cricket Club looked like getting away from them, they fought back and took a wicket and brought the game back in. It's a good score, but it's a gettable score. Any team where you're opening with Nazakat Khan and Martin Kurzea, you cannot rule them out.
I absolutely agree with that. I think for me, I think the neutrals will be loving this game. I think it's been super entertaining. It's been everything that a final should be. There's a decent crowd here. As you say, every time that Kowloon looked like taking an unassailable lead, a wicket fell or a good bit of fielding, run outs. So it's pretty much had everything this first half. A couple of drop catches. But I think Hong Kong Cricket Club will be feeling actually this is a game which is there to be won. It is going to come down to some of these key players, but two good partnerships and leave them with themselves with maybe 8, 9 to go, and 5 overs to go. I think they've got every chance of winning this.
You touched on it earlier. The power play is going to be crucial. The HKCC openers up against Jay Davidson, Azaz Khan, probably a Iqbal bowling one of those ones at the end. Maybe Dan Pascoe bowling that 6th over, which they quite usually go to.
I think Pascoe will be crucial. You mentioned about spin and how perhaps Hong Kong Cricket Club could have used their spinners a little more. We all know how good Dan Pascoe can be, but I think for the top order for Hong Kong Cricket Club, it's going to be about dominating, but also keeping those wickets in hand. So it's a fine balance. They don't want to get bogged down and leave too much to go. But actually, if they lose key players early on, then it will they'll be facing too much.
We see John Prakash go past. Did a great job in the first session there. He'll be under immense pressure in the second innings. We've seen Tabarak Dar. We'd like to have a chat with Tabarak Dar and maybe John Prakash about the standing on the wicket. That was a difficult decision, but I think we looked in the replay. They got that absolutely spot on. Well done to the umpires, very experienced international umpires, and also it's great to see the anti-bribery, anti-corruption gentlemen here walking around the grounds, making sure that all cricket in Hong Kong is kept clean, fair and free. So that's what it needs to be. All our cricket needs to be like that. So well done to Cricket Hong Kong, well done to the International Cricket Competition, Cricket Council. As we see the Namibian Nightmare comes along, gives a little high five.
Big thumbs up.
He's got a big job today. It'll be the Namibian Nightmare versus the South African Superstar Lion. They love battling together, the young men. And I think Ahan Trivedi's got a big job to do as well.
He does.
And do you know why? One of the reasons he's got a big job is he'll be bowling at a lot of left-handers.
That's a key to him being in this final 11 today. Is the bowling to the left-handers?
Yeah, because the left-handers will want to go after Dan Pascoe and Ahan. What, he'd be 16, 17 years old, would he?
Just turned 17.
17.
Last week before last. And don't underestimate the influence of Wakas Barkat with the ball as well. We saw Jones, bowled very well from that top end leg spin. Wakas will come out and bowl his leg spin also.
Absolutely.
17 years old. There's a lot of pressure on the young man though.
Absolutely. I'm just going to go and have a little chat with KCC, see what we can find out from the you boys. We're just going to cut our cricket commentary for a little bit, and we'll be back in about 5 to 10 minutes.
Everyone deserves a chance.
An opportunity.
And an equal playing field. To reach their full potential.
This is about courage.
This is about determination. This is about the opportunity to be the best you can be.
No matter what.
It doesn't matter where you are from, the color of your skin,
or what gender you identify with.
You are entitled to a fair break.
We are pushing the boundaries. We are challenging the areas where opportunity is lacking.
If we have to disrupt, we will.
Because we haven't come this far.
Or just to come this far.
Everyone deserves a break.
A fair break.
Home for All this program was branded with the aim of encouraging healthy lifestyle, social inclusion, and cultural exchange between children from different backgrounds in Hong Kong through cricket, including ethnic minorities and Hong Kong Chinese children.
I'm Dave and I'm 11 this year. I live in Hong Kong and also I'm a captain of CHK Dragon Shoe 11.
After a long time, we get to play cricket all together with many teams without a mask. Because of Corona, we had to stay home in lockdown. We couldn't really go outside and play. So today we get to go out. It was really fun. The whole team enjoyed it.
People from different backgrounds, different gender can play together because cricket is a special sport. You don't
You're going to be dying to death.
Well, good afternoon, viewers, and welcome back here to the Hong Kong Cricket Club, where KCC have posted a score of 170 in this Gencor Premier League T20 final. Nazakat Khan and Martin Kurtzia come out to the wicket, and it gives me great pleasure to introduce a new commentator into the commentary box, Mr. Dan Crowther.
Hello, boys. How you going? Very good.
Dan,
exciting times.
What are your thoughts so far, Dan?
Well, it's a good total. Let's be honest. I think they could have got more after the start. There was some beautiful shot making at the beginning, but let's just hope that the Safa Kutsi can tee off here against Jay and get the job done. To get us off to a good start, I think, is what's needed.
Wonderful rivals, Davidson and Kurtzia, going head to head on many occasions. Davidson will be
fired up.
Oh, very fired up.
Coming off a long run as well. Almost give him a high five from here.
Power play crucial here.
Hugely crucial, Matt. I think absolutely. I think actually this is probably the key battle. One of these two for Hong Kong Cricket Club really have to do the job, and his Jamie Davison for this first ball.
Full. Ooh. Let go outside off start by Martin.
Well, that's kept a little low actually, and I think that might be something that Hong Kong Cricket Club are going to have to, perhaps look back on and think actually have they missed the best of the conditions with the bat. Time will tell, obviously.
Sun streaming down here at the Hong Kong Cricket Club.
It's very warm. I was probably square of the wicket for the first innings. Is the ball doing much?
Luke Jones bowled very well from the far end.
Mm-hmm.
The wicket's been true, I would say. Some have held up a little bit.
Okay. better than what we've been playing on, I think, for the last couple of weeks anyway.
So it's best pitch in the Premier League so far. Davidson. Martin pushes that one.
He does push it back.
We'll cast Barker at point.
They need a good start, don't they? I mean, a wicket down here would definitely put KCC on the front foot.
Yeah, you're right, Dan. I think I was saying before the break, it's a real balance. I think that Hong Kong Cricket Club do need to get off to a positive start, but they also don't want to lose wickets. So it's just a question of, I guess, for Kutsir and Nazakat to just pick their areas to try and rotate the strike and get the most out of these first 6.
Davidson to Kutsir.
Just nudges. I mean, I've been speaking to Martin lately. He's been quite frustrated with the, I guess, the tackiness, the slowness of the pitch that he's been given over the first few games. So no excuses here, is there?
Not at all. He certainly hasn't scored the amount of runs that he scored last season in the Gencor Premier League T20, but he got runs on the board last week, I see.
Yeah, he's possibly a little bit of a form player, do you think, Dan?
Yeah, definitely. Anyone that's as talented as he is needs to feel bat on ball, get the first one away, and then just settle in. But I don't think he'll be playing many defensive shots.
Davidson.
Short.
Ooh. And Nizakat's first ball. And that just did hold up in the wicket a little bit, didn't it?
Yeah.
So I think it is going to be a question of deciding where the scoring areas are going to be here. And interesting watching Martin Kutsir back there, just staying leg side of the ball there and giving him space into the offside. So are we likely to see some big hits into the offside, do you think, from Martin?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, KCC got plenty of bad balls, let's call them, in the first, let's say, 5 overs and put them away. So hopefully, as a bit of a bias opinion here on the HKCC side, that we get a couple of...
Davidson to Khan. Pushes that into the offside and goes through for a well-taken quick single.
And that's going to be important here as well, just to make sure they keep up with the rate with these singles.
It's going to be very important when you're chasing at the beginning 8.5 and over. You want to keep turning that strike over and take advantage of the bad balls, of which Davidson hasn't bowled one.
Yeah, it's a good length.
Yet.
And his height as well, I think, is going to be crucial here. Just some of the Hong Kong bowlers more skiddy, perhaps, Ayush and Haroon, but Jamie Davidson, here's the pitch here.
Davidson bowled the final ball of the first over. Bit of a slow one, and he's hit it straight to Atik, and that is the end of Martin Kutsir in the first over. Davidson has got him again. Oh, goodness me. 1 for 2, well, 1 wicket for 2 runs at the end of the first over. Goodness me, Dan.
There's just a hush across the Hong Kong Cricket Club at the moment. It was a bit of a nothing shot, to be honest. He came forward but didn't follow through with it and has spooned one straight to mid-on.
I think Jay took the pace off it a little bit, and he's played through it and just could do nothing but hit it straight to mid-on.
No, I think it was a nothing shot. It was a nothing ball, really. It wasn't not a particularly special ball. Just pretty straight, pretty full, and just didn't get anything of it, did he? Just clocked a very, very easy catch in the end to Atik there at mid-on, and that's a huge blow for Hong Kong Cricket Club.
Oh, it's exactly the start the Kowloon Cricket Club were looking for. Davidson works his magic again. Took his first fifer in Gencor Premier League T20 cricket last week. He's a man in form.
He's definitely got the one over Kutsir at the moment, doesn't he?
He certainly has had.
Probably a ball just a glance down to third man, but has decided to go for it and probably hit high on the bat and
hit it straight to a Iqbal.
Yep.
So we'll see Azaz Khan from the other end opening the bowling.
What can we expect from Azaz, Matt?
Well, Azaz will try to hit the lines. We'll mix up the pace a little bit, but the one thing that Azaz has got to concentrate on today is his no balls. In pretty much every match this season, he's had some no ball issues and giving away free hits, and you can't afford to do that to Nazakat, and Kinshit, I think, has come in at the other end.
Well, absolutely, and he's got to back up that first over. That's a huge over for Kowloon Cricket Club, and Jamie Davidson will be delighted to get that wicket of Martin Kutsir again, and the huge weight on these two batsmen now. And I think Nazakat, captain of Hong Kong this year, and he's been in form as well, so we're hoping he can lead the way.
As Azaz comes in, just pushed outside off stump.
You can just imagine the lift that gives HKCC, Kowloon Cricket Club as well, getting the designated hitter out.
Well, you can hear the noise in the field, can't you?
Yeah, that's just a buzz around now, isn't it?
Yeah, there certainly is.
And probably nothing better for Kowloon Cricket Club to think about winning up on the gap here.
Yeah, I mean, defending champions, went through last season undefeated, winning the final at KCC. Have to come up the hill to HKCC to defend and win. Zaz digs that in a little bit.
Squares him a little bit there.
And that's that lack of pace, I think, Dan, isn't it? It's just, without the pace in the ball, I think Nazakat's going to have to try and find a way of forcing it. Perfectly capable of doing that, obviously. He likes to hit straight. But just finding his way, and obviously that loss of Kutsi is going to be preying on his mind a little bit.
So you think just short of a length is going to be the...
I think what we've seen is the spinners did do well in the first half and have done this season, and I think just for the seamers to mix the pace, to roll their fingers over the ball. Here we go.
Zaz again. Digs it in again. Nazakat misses out. Tried to turn that round the leg side, missed it. Just could do nothing but have it hit his thigh pad.
But he's got to be patient here as well. It's 20 overs there's plenty of time. If he gets in, then he can do a lot of damage there. So it's disappointing to lose one wicket early, but no major drama. There's plenty of batting in this side.
Yep. Enormous responsibility on the shoulders of these two batsmen at this point of the match.
And HKCC bat quite deep as well, so no reason to overreact.
Yeah.
Plays some silly shots. Just
totally agree
positive
with
cricket.
Zaz again. Advances, Zakat advances down the wicket and puts...
Oh, he's put it into the terrace.
That's in the members area.
He has put Azaz Khan pretty much out of this Hong Kong Cricket Club. What a tremendous shot.
The timing. I mean, it didn't look like he actually went for it that hard. It was just on the hip and just turned it over, pops it straight into the terrace, where the Mighty Nomads and the opponents today are sitting up there enjoying a couple of frothies after the win.
And Dan, you mentioned the Nomads. You had a game this morning.
We did have a game this morning versus Kaitak. It was a wonderful game. The pitch played really, really well this morning, and congratulations to the mighty Brett Long for the century. Got dropped on the first ball of the game. Funnily enough, he was captain today. Sat the team down and just said, "Boys, it's dewy out here. It's going to do a lot. Make sure we just play straight. Don't play any rash shots." And got a shortish one first ball and just pulled it straight to deep square leg, actually, which I thought was an interesting position at the beginning of the game.
Third umpire.
It was put down.
Third umpire here has sent out a new ball. No, as they've just located the one that Nazakat dispatched so beautifully just outside the Hong Kong Cricket Club.
It's just come back out of an ice bucket up there on the terrace.
And that's his power zone, isn't it? That's where he likes to hit it. He likes to hit it straight.
Wonderful support here from both clubs. KCC sending a bus of supporters up here today, and HKCC supporters out in their droves. Great atmosphere. Azaz comes back in to Nazakat. Shorter. That's a better length from Azaz.
It's a better length, but you can just see that movement of the feet now. That six is actually giving him some confidence here, and he'll certainly be feeling better for that one. But Matt, I think that you're right about the atmosphere here on this National Day holiday, and for someone who's only been in Hong Kong for just over a year, I would have to say that the atmosphere in the world of cricket in Hong Kong is really quite special. Actually, there's a healthy rivalry, but it's very much a friendly rivalry between teams.
Azaz comes back in.
Tucked away.
That could be 4 runs. He's found the gap beautifully and tucked it away for 4 runs.
The joy of this ground is that short boundary down near the swimming pool, and any ball in the gap will usually find the fence. So, although we lost a wicket, positive cricket from HKCC.
It's 1 for 12 at the end of the second over. It was a good over there for HKCC. Good over there for Nazakat Khan. Confidence will be up now.
Well, there's a lot on his shoulders now, isn't it? As a Premier batsman, he's in form. He's been scoring runs.
National captain.
Yep. So let's just hope that he can carry on with this and go on to a big score, make a match of it.
And this is the first of the left-handers now. Kinshit Shah, captain of the Hong Kong Cricket Club Premier League side, and coming in at number 3 and facing Jamie Davison, who will be looking to add to that wicket. But Kinshit will be feeling the pressure as captain, or thriving on it, do you think, Dan?
It's tough. I mean, I don't know the man well, but I know when I did speak to him, he was very keen. He was very proud of the fact that it's an honour to captain such a side with such a great club. And obviously Davison coming in now.
Full
inside edge.
The inside edge of Kinshit Shah there, gets him down to the non-striker's end.
But he's always got a smile on his face.
He does, mate. Very positive fella. And he bowled quite well today, I thought, and picked up some very important wickets there in the field.
I thought he bowled exceptionally well. He's on-off spinner like myself, and I think he has this tactic of going round the wicket and bowling very flat, and I think it serves him really well in T20 cricket.
I thought when he brought himself on was after some big overs from Kowloon Cricket Club as well. So to be able to steady the ship, get a couple of wickets, and bring it back, I guess, to not even keel, but it looked like a big total on the cards. Just held his shot.
Yes, I thought he was loading up to go again there, and ends up just pushing a single out to Barkat, coming round from point.
But it was very a show of intent there, wasn't there, from Nizarkat, and you can see the way he's going to want to go here. It's the ball's not really coming on, so I think working it round is going to be tough, and he's going to be looking for that short boundary towards the swimming pool here.
A lot of noise from the KCC fielders.
Yeah, very chirpy.
Feeling on top at the moment.
Ooh.
Slash outside off stump. Nothing
Bounced
on
a
it.
little bit more that ball, I thought, than usual, and just tried to cut that one away and just went over the battle. Probably lucky not to get an edge on it, to be honest.
Yeah, again, I think he's just had a big swish, hasn't he? Moved his feet there, but I think the big Namibian here is showing that he's a very cool customer under pressure. He's not been phased by Nizarkat coming down the pitch, or or the big swish outside of stump from Kinchit there. And is it right to say that Matt, he's a very calm under pressure, Jamie?
Extremely calm. Extremely calm. Davidson. Ooh, squares Kinchit up there a little bit. Barker comes around again from point. The one run.
It just seems to be bowling slightly within himself there, just making sure he hits the right spot. That one hitting the shoulder of the bat there, just probably moving away off the seam slightly. And potentially he's a crucial player in this Kowloon side for in the defence of this total of 170.
What kind of line is he? I mean, if you look at the field, they haven't stacked the offside at all. So probably trying to bowl at the stumps, and just probably short of a length.
I think that's right, Dan, absolutely.
Davidson will just try to attack that top of off stump and mix it up with a short one every now and then. He comes in again. Back of the length. What a tremendous shot, Nazaka Khan. Tremendous shot.
Just stood tall, didn't he, on that, and just punched it through the square. Through point.
There was a lovely shot, and he times the ball so sweetly. And I think Jamie Davidson will be. That's the risk you take if you just bowl within yourself. You just risk sometimes just putting it there rather than bowling it and hitting the pitch. And I think that was just there to be hit by Nizarkat, and he made no mistake.
He didn't make any mistake at all, did he? It went like a rocket.
Played it late, under the eyes, straight to point for 4 runs.
He's along to 16 off 10 now. Davidson, short, pushed down to third man for 1. Thinking about 2, but won't be coming back for 2.
No, and he's just starting to get his confidence in, Nazaka, which is good news for Hong Kong Cricket Club. And he's using one of these in vogue retro bats. Dan. I think this is a version of that bat made famous by Mike Gatting back in the late 80s, I think, in Newbury there.
Okay,
Are you familiar with those from where you come from?
No, I'm not. Well, I've heard of the name Newbury, but no, we were Grey Nichols.
We were always Grey Nicks.
Exactly. The old. I mean, I had a power spot. I'm a very lower order batsman. Let's be honest. But
Dan, is it true that there's something special about the bat that you use? Are you telling me a story about the bat that you're currently using? Used to belong to a very famous cricketer.
Well, it was picked out for Chris Gale. My brother actually purchased the bat. It's a Spartan Chris Gale special, and I don't use it that much anymore. But I give it to big Sinclair in my team, who
Zaz, start of the 4th.
Just tucked away there.
Tucked away.
Quick single.
Yeah, so my brother turned up at the SCG on a test match there. I believe it must have been the post-Christmas test, the January 3rd test, and he purchased it there. He had a choice between the Michael Clark's bat and Chris Gale's bat, and he chose Chris Gale's bat, which is a horrible decision because it weighs a lot. It's thick as thieves.
Can only imagine.
Yeah, but look, as a hacker, as a number 10 hacker, it's okay. I can just push forward and try and get my singles. But big Mark Sinclair has found confidence in it, and he uses it more than I do these days. But no, it's a beautiful piece of willow.
See, they've just changed the field a bit here for Kinchit. Trivedi in there at a shortish mid-wicket position. Zaz comes back in. Beautiful. Shah punches it down to third man for one. Davidson returns to keep it Chris Carter.
Quite tight ball. It's great as a captain, I'm sure, to be able to set a field and see the bowlers bowling towards it.
Yeah. Zaz does that more often than not.
And a slip in also for Kinshit, who's now at the non-strikers end, and that again, interesting balance between attacking and defending for Kowloon Cricket Club, and they will need to get their tactics right if they're going to control this game.
Zaz comes in. Zaka pushes straight to Wacker's Bark at a point. You're not taking one on his arm, that close to him. Davidson and Iqbal both revving up KCC players.
Walton's a boundary here, so I'm expecting this cat to probably open the shoulders a little bit and look for that bad ball and put it away.
If he gets anything in the slot, that's certainly what he'll do, isn't it?
Yeah.
One big six already into the... is that the chairman's balcony there?
It is. Well,
suddenly a good crowd up there.
A lot of people up there today.
Yeah.
Zuckett takes a few steps down the wicket, comes very well fielded. Jay Davidson there saving 3 runs. That's beautiful. On his wrong side, on his left side, he moved those big legs of his like he was 16 years old again. Got down, left hand, beautiful fielding. Iqbal warming up, I can see.
And it could be won or lost in the field as well today, but Kinshit down at the strikers end now with Jeremy Atkinson there at slip, expecting a catch here.
Shah's bowling a good over. Just back of the lane. Struck beautifully by Kinshit Shah. That's 4 runs.
As soon as it hits that bowling green, you know that it's gone, so no use chasing that. Lovely shot. Didn't middle it.
No, didn't get all of it.
Came a little bit high on the bat, but picked the gap nicely and run away.
And muscled it over there like a young Michael Bevan, perhaps.
I mentioned at the start of the over where they had where they moved Trivedi, and he's just hit it straight over the top of Trivedi's head.
Now tell us a bit about Trivedi, Matt. He's a young lad who's going to be bowling a bit later on. 17 years old, you tell me.
Yeah, so this is his second season in Premier League. He did play last season as well, most of the games for KCC. Actually took a cross-game hat-trick and was on another hat-trick up here last season. Just turned 17 at the end of September as Azaz comes back in. Fuller, just the one out to Trivedi. Yeah, off spinner. Very, very capable batsman also, but in this side, in for his off-spin bowling. I've watched him develop over the years. He's always been a wonderful cricketer, and now it's wonderful to see him get this opportunity at the highest level in Hong Kong.
It's good to see young players coming through. 29 for 1 after 4. And I think Hong Kong Cricket Club seem to have weathered the storm of that early loss of Martin Coetzee, which would have been a body blow for them. But Kinshit and Nizarkat in particular, just finding the feet again. And will they be happy with this, Dan?
Well, I think they're playing well within themselves. I mean, there's no rash shots. The bowling's been really good, just short of the length, just tucking anything away for singles. It hasn't been many bad ball, to be honest, at the moment. But when it comes, it's been a nice steadying of the ship. But we need a platform now, I guess, in the last 10 overs to try and tee off and get this big total that KCC has managed to post.
For comparison, Kowloon Cricket Club were none for 34 at the end of the 4th, so it's pretty even on the run side at this point in time.
And they had an aggressive start as well, so I guess this one's a little bit more consistent, more than brawn. Yeah.
Full to Kinshit, who misses and doesn't go, just goes over the top of the stump, not by very much.
Did not look like the ball to play that shot, did it?
I think he saw it in the slot, and you can see he's practicing the shot again. He's aiming somewhere over the middle of the swimming pool area, and I suppose it's one of those shots you feel like, I've missed out, but actually it did just go straight over the top of middle stump, and perhaps again the pace taken off it slightly. Fingers maybe rolled over.
I think so.
Yeah, but I mean, at this ground, as a left-hander from this end, you're always looking for that short boundary. That might be in the back of his mind, and maybe just trying to.
Davidson again.
Ooh, push that forward.
And then decided this time a bit more judicious this time.
Exactly, but you're always in the back of your mind looking to play that shot if there's a ball that is a little bit too straight that you can just whip for 6 into the swimming pool area.
Davidson bowling very well, keeping it tight, bowling the right lines.
Extremely consistent. This is his 3rd over, isn't it? Will he hold one back for the death?
He will. Yeah, I don't think they'll be bowling him out. They'll keep one. I think you'll probably see a Tiki Iqbal bowl the next over after Davidson down this end.
And Atiku was one of the players of the match in the 2-day game up here last year. Different conditions, obviously.
Loves bowling here. Davidson is. Oh, just a little bit.
Looked like he
intentionally
left that.
played. Intentionally played. Very
Very deft.
interesting, deft cricket shot.
Very
Yes.
deft touch outside the off stump there from Zakat. He seems to have so much time. You can see he's almost going through 3 shots per.
Well, that's all eye, isn't it? Just being able to put a bat at an angle and just run that one down to third man.
Davidson won't mind that. He won't mind that.
No, singles will not hurt Kowloon Cricket Club too much at this stage.
Run rate required up over 9 now, 9.1. Fuller right in the block hole. Shah squirts it out to square leg. Dan Pascoe comes in from that deep square leg boundary to retrieve only the 1 run.
And Dan Crowther, you've been talking to us about your bat, but last time we were talking, you were buying a book off me, and it wouldn't be for me to be self-promote too much, but tell me, have you opened it up yet?
I have, mate. I look. I'm one that looks at the pictures more than the words. So I went. As any of these biographies, I guess I'll flick through the pages and have a look at you as a young child, and it was great to see someone that as a young cricketer. And
Jay Davidson, back of a length, pushed
Safe
out
play.
for 1 out to cover. Well taken single again.
But I did, mate. I it's by my bedside. Whenever I need to go to sleep, I have a good read. But it's a good read. It's wonderful.
And what's it called, and where can you buy it, Dan?
It's called Bowler's Name. And you can buy it. I'm not sure where you can buy it, mate. That's your. You can buy it here at the Hong Kong Cricket Club.
You can get it right here in the club shop, and yeah, absolutely. There's only a few copies left in Hong Kong. So
is that right?
Yeah,
sell out
at the moment. Yeah, it's
Look at
absolutely
you
very
go.
much limited edition at the moment.
Where's it sitting on the Hong Kong charts at the moment?
Very high, I imagine. It's,
Davidson again.
Shot.
Punched away, no run there.
It's quite
Barker
alarming.
at Fields.
Quite alarming to speak to the wife of the captain of cricket here, David Varley, who tells me that my book is sitting on the bedstand of the captain of cricket and spending the evening or the night with David Varley.
Still got that new book smell, doesn't it?
It's still got that unopened smell to it, I think. Yeah, we can perhaps ask him about how he's getting on with some of the longer words later on.
Another tight over there from Davidson, only 4 off it, going along 1 for 32 after 5 overs. So we've got the last over of the power play coming up now.
I'd expect some shots this over, I think. Run rate is up to, what's it up to here now?
I think we're going to see
9.2.
This is not unusual from KCC. Azars bowls the first 2 and then Dan Pascoe comes on to bowl the final over of the power play.
A prolific spinner of the ball.
Hong Kong Cricketer of the Year last year, deservedly so. Had a wonderful season, been out injured for many weeks. Made his comeback last week after some leg and lower back problems.
The ramp shot that he played in the first innings was quite special, wasn't it?
We've got what's he doing with the field here? Where's his 2 deep fielders? 1 at deep, mid.
Just a word for Davidson as well. 3 overs,
off.
1 for 14 in the power play is at the end of the game. That might be looking back at that as being a very, very important.
That's excellent,
start.
isn't it? Yes.
No boundaries, I think. Or the one cut shot through point, but otherwise very, very tight. But the first sign of spin for Kowloon Cricket Club, and this, we've said before, there's lots of crucial moments in a T20, but this for me feels like a big over.
I'm very interested to see how Nazakat handles this over specifically. Does he try to take control away from Dan, or does he let Dan dictate terms and just get through? Pascoe throws that one up, bites, turns, beats Nazakat outside, off.
And that really has turned. That's
wow.
That's
It did. That really did cut off the.
It
off
bit,
the pitch.
didn't it? Really.
And that's going
So Nizkat's going to have to use his feet a little bit here, I think, and come forward to the ball and play that shot, those big shots straight that he's well known for.
Pascoe be very encouraged by that first delivery. Floats that one up again. Zaka pushes, good, well taken single.
That's good cricket. Get down the other end.
Wakas Barker unnecessarily hurling it back, and a rate of knots to Dan Pascoe at the bowler's end.
And now he's got a different question here. Left-handed Kinshit Shah on strike, and I think Hong Kong Cricket Club will be looking to use
come
that
around the wicket as well.
Over the wicket.
Come over the wicket. Yeah. He was round the wicket to the right-hander.
But it's been mentioned earlier today that there's a number of left-handers in this Hong Kong Cricket Club lineup, and I think that will be partly to deal with the threat that Dan Pascoe shows for Kowloon. Will Kinship look to dominate here? So we've got two men back, one man back up deep long on, and
looking for a sponsor by
That's
the looks
it.
of things, by the look at his bat.
Pascoe
On the back foot. Didn't middle that.
Speaking of sponsors, of course, Kowloon Cricket Club sponsored by Veggie Kingdom, 7th floor VIP Commercial Centre, 120 Canton Road, TST. Get down there for all your vegetarian delights down at TST. Pascoe started well, first few deliveries. Throws it up and
Lets that go. That's going to go.
Wow.
Yeah, well played.
Very well played shot. Quick over square leg for 4. Just got his lines wrong there, Dan.
Just a big step, a big front forward, just put it down the pitch and swung through the line, or across the line actually, and just put it down to square leg for 4 runs.
Acres of space down there.
There is plenty. They've got a deep mid wicket, and that's about it. So anything square of the wicket's going to run away.
And he'll be disappointed. He'll want to get his lines back. Which he does
Gone
there.
again.
Kenship advances.
That'll be safe.
Picks the gap. It's onto the bowling green. It's not going to go for 4. It's collected in the outfield, but they'll get back for 2. Came down the wicket, showing intent. Doesn't want to cede control to Pascoe.
a good use of the power play as well. It'll be different next over when you can put players back here, but Kinship with one more ball of this over to go. Looking again for a boundary, I suspect.
So when do Hong Kong Cricket Club start to worry about this run rate? I mean, it's starting to creep up now. We're looking at 9.3. Wickets in hand are important at the moment.
Kinship goes large, goes straight and goes over the side screen for 6. What a wonderful shot, Kinship sharp.
So balanced in that shot, just pushes forward and smashes it straight over the bowler's head for 6. Very much needed at the moment.
I think you got your answer there, Dan, about the run rate. Kinship's certainly looking to dominate Dan Pascoe, and certainly Hong Kong Cricket Club took that over, I think, and got some of the members a bit more vocal over there in the terraces.
That's the end of the power play. 1 for 45. KCC were none for 56. Just getting to your point, I think for the next 4-6 overs, they'll just be looking at hitting bad balls. They'll assess where they are after 10, I would say. What run rate is required. If they've got wickets in hand,
that's it. As long as you can hang around that 9-10 mark, anything can happen in the last 5. So
okay, Iqbal into the attack. Plenty of crucial moments, and this is another one.
So Iqbal, he's a seamer.
He'll mix it up. He'll mix up his pace. He'll try to bowl back over the length the whole time. Roll his fingers across the ball. Slower balls, cutters. Loves bowling at Hong Kong Cricket Club. He's had a lot of success up here over the years.
Well, he'll love it. I mean, there's plenty of grass on the wicket, so the ball is going to nip around a little bit. It will hold up a little bit.
I was talking to him out on the wicket before the game, and he just had nothing but that big, beautiful Atiq Iqbal smile on his face when he saw that grass cover. As he comes into Nazaka, there it is, that back of a length ball which Nazaka punches out to Jamie Atkinson, who retrieves. Slight misfield,
and I think Kinship was on his heels there. I think there was, should really have been pushing for 2 there, and I think if they're going to win the game, they need to put the pressure back on in all areas here. But Atiq, very wiry, isn't he? Very tall, thin, and you can just see even from this distance the way that he gets his fingers behind that seam.
And hits the wicket, bowls into the wicket.
The field has dropped back at the moment. Plenty of sweepers out there on the boundary just to try and stop those forces.
Ball. Fuller, edge, just over the outstretched fingers of Ahan Trivedi there at a short third man. Goodness me, that was so close to being out, but what it is, it's 4 runs.
And that's 50 up for Hong Kong Cricket Club, 50 for 1 in the after 6.2. So again, I think they would take this at this point.
You'd take that. Tracking back quickly to try and put a hand up for that one, but no worse feeling as a fielder just to know off the bat that you're not going to get there, but you give it a good dive anyway.
I won't be overly disappointed with that. Comes in again to Kinship. Back of that left. Top edge. That's going to fall in between, right in between 3 of them actually, if you include Atiq. Bubba Hyatt couldn't get in there quick enough. Jamie Atkinson coming around from the offside couldn't get there, and it landed right at the top of Iqbal's mark safely for a single.
Yeah, it's just more straight over the bowler's head, and it has landed safely. We'll take it.
Almost at the bowler's mark then. Big wry smile from Atik there. He knows that he won that battle, but
positive fella.
Here he comes again.
Zucker on strike. Fuller just.
And
there's a single there every day. Is there
coming.
two and a Kinchett's coming, and he's turned around.
The spikes just lost their grip for a moment then, but he managed to regroup, turn around, and get back into his mark.
I mean, I don't think there was ever two, but I love the intent of the batsman there.
Absolutely, that's more like it. And I think what's crucial here, they really have weathered the storm with that early wicket, and now 50 for 1. These two now going well.
Run rate now just under
lose a wicket.
Just under 9.
And that's the 50 partnership between these two.
Yeah, Kinchett 27 off 16 balls. Zucker 24 off 20. Batting very well.
Things are a little bit quieter in the field as well from Kowloon Cricket Club.
That is correct. That is correct. Searching for a wicket. Iqbal. Punches the leg side, no run there. I mean, look, Iqbal unlucky not to have Kinchett twice in this over. He had the one over the short third man, and then the one skied into the, splitting the two fielders.
And a wicket will make a big difference here. That's Kowloon Cricket Club will know that it has gone quieter. They know that there's a partnership building here, but they'll be patient. They're experienced cricketers, and they know that one wicket here will potentially bring another one, and certainly will slow the rate.
Bowled to Shah again. Fuller, another edge for.
And that'll run away.
Well, Iqbal's going to go for circa 11 runs off this over, and could have had Kinchett out 3 times.
That's it. You pay the price for a short third man there, but I'm sure that's needed
Very
somewhere
true.
else. But with his bowling and the way that they're trying to now drive the ball and attack the ball, it's always going to happen. A healthy edge straight down to third man.
56 for 1 off 7.
Yeah, very tight. KCC were 158 after 7, so nearly identical at this stage of the proceedings.
We've got the makings of a very good finish here.
Haven't we indeed? Haven't we indeed?
If they can hold their wickets, if they can get another, let's say, 3-4 overs without losing one, or maybe just losing one, then we've got some big hitters to come in Hong Kong Cricket Club's Premier League team.
Who'll come in at number 4, do you think, Dan? It might depend on the stage of the game when the wicket falls.
It depends. I'm trying to think now who it could be. Well, the shot makers, we've got Luke Jones as a shot maker, but I doubt he'll come in next.
Haroon Ashad, of course, shot maker.
Definitely, yep. They've got a plethora
probably
to
Ninad,
choose from.
Ninad probably.
But
might come in next if a wicket falls now.
There might be some shuffling in the original team lineup and just try and get the momentum going in our way here.
That's Pascoe. Bowled second. He went for 9 off his first over, I think it was.
Got off to a good start, but then maybe just lost his way a little bit and got
one
put
loose
away.
Ball down the leg side to Shah. Took advantage of, and then 6 down the ground. Probably went for more than that. 13 actually off it. Maybe looking to less than that this time. Pascoe throws it up straight back to him. Zucker has just misread the pace of the ball off the wicket. Done nothing but absolutely scoop it back to Dan Pascoe for the easiest of catches. The Hong Kong national captain is back in the sheds for a score of 24.
So he put that in a box, wrapped it, ribbon around it, and then just sent it straight back to the bowler. Soft.
The softest.
Wicket.
Tom, what would Zucker be thinking as he makes his way back to the sheds?
He'll be desperately disappointed, that's for sure. And it was the nature of the dismissal as much as actually getting out to Dan Pascoe after having dominated that first over. And it was the softest of catches. Just misread the pace, I think. Just was through his shot before he meant to, and it just balloon lollipop back to Pascoe, who made no mistake. And that's going to ask some questions now of the Hong Kong Cricket Club middle order. And
just as they were looking to establish themselves as well. And look, it's not dissimilar to what happened in the KCC innings. As we said before, every time KCC looked like getting away, HKCC would bob up and take a wicket.
It seemed to me that it was a premeditated shot and he just didn't get to the pitch of it. But even though it was pitched a little bit shorter than what he thought, he still went through with the shot and pulled out halfway through and just a dolly.
And this is Ninad Shah coming out to the wicket, isn't it now? To join kinship. So we're looking at 2 left-handers here, which might be something deliberate with obviously the left arm spinner bowling here. But it's a big blow. It's a big blow. But again, you know, another partnership like that, they've got the opportunities to keep building. There's no panic stations here, but it does leave a lot of pressure on kinship.
Now you had a very close brother, mate. How did you bat with the sibling?
I used to love batting with my brother. Yeah, my brother was 40 years old. Guy Hicks was club captain for a long time at Farnham back in the UK. Yeah, we sibling rivalry in the garden. But when we played together, we used to have a.
I enjoyed reading about your little characters or your little toys or stuff you used to
it's, name. Yeah, in chapter 1 of Bowler's Name is that down.
Yeah, got through one.
Yeah, well, it's I don't know how many people did this, but we played with our teddies. Actually, we had to do that because it meant that my brother didn't lose his temper so much. He had an awful temper.
Of course, now we've got the Shah brothers at the wicket here for Hong Kong Cricket Club. Pascoe to Ninad. Throws it up, leg side.
That run away.
Beautiful shot. Look, if you asked for what delivery you'd want, first ball out there in a Premier League final, that would be the one, wouldn't it?
It would, and it was what a stylish shot though, and you've got to put him away, and that was a beautiful sweep shot behind square, no doubt about that. And he'll be feeling much more confident after getting off the mark with a boundary.
Oh, lovely shot. Took full advantage. Didn't give the fielders any chance. Pascoe got to get his line back.
Same ball.
Same ball. With the top edge, and
it's gone all the way.
All the way for 6. Got underneath it. Probably a bit top edgy. Didn't get all of it, but he got enough of it.
Just in the slot.
Got enough of it.
As a new batsman coming in.
Me.
Wow. He's got to regroup now.
What a way to deal with that loss of Nizakat Khan. 4 then at 6. Put the pressure right back on Dan Pascoe.
Great temperament from Ninad, playing each ball on its merit. Face 2, 1-4, 1-6. Pascoe will be desperately disappointed with those.
This one will be quicker.
Those deliveries.
This will be pushed through, I think.
Bit of a change in field. They moved Iqbal a little bit finer.
I expect this one to be right outside off stump.
Full off stump. Ninad pushes. Mo Khan comes in.
And it's a better
no
pace
chance
on this,
of a run.
Better pace on this pitch. He's just pushed it through a little bit, and it was a little short actually, but because the pitch is stopping, that's just grabbed and held, and it was very hard for him to get any pace on the ball. So I would, if I were Pascoe, I'd be pushing it through here.
Throws it up again. Oh, very well bowled.
Appeal goes up and
half a shout.
So a good comeback from Pascoe here. Good to see the Shah isn't, after those 2 boundaries, is losing his head, and now
not at all. He's playing each ball on its merit.
He's just settled and just playing each ball on its merit, as you said.
Pascoe. Fuller.
It's gone.
Has just absolutely dispatched that for the second 6 of this over.
And now the crowd are enjoying it. You can just hear there's a roar from the HKCC boundary, and we are in this. 16 off 5 balls. I think you're saying to Dan Pascoe maybe a little bit later. Wouldn't surprise me if you see Trivedi next over from that end, with both left-handers out there at the moment.
Absolutely, put the off spinner on there, the young lad. But if that first 6 from Ninad Shah was a little bit top edgy, there was nothing top edgy about that. That was right out of the screws, straight over deep mid wicket. So game on again.
Oh, absolutely. Run rate down to getting towards 8 and over, 8 1/4 and over.
And how does Pascoe feel about that over?
Pascoe will be tremendously disappointed.
Just right in the slot, wasn't it? It doesn't matter if you're spinning the ball or not. If you're going to pitch it there, it's going to go.
They're going to go. Iqbal. Start of the 9th over.
Bang!
And that is gone.
Gone as well.
6. Well, Hong Kong Cricket Club, the Shah brothers, the Shah Show.
Shah Show indeed.
Wonderful shot. Got what it deserved, mind you. It was short. It was there to hit, and he didn't miss out at all.
It was a genuine long hop. And
that genuine first ball of an over, isn't it? This is
Kinchett has been watching his brother dispatch 6s and 4s from one end, and he said, if you can do it, I can do it.
2 sticks here, lads. 2 sticks here, lads.
So Davidson putting the call out. One will bring 2. Wants 2 wickets. Iqbal. That one's not going. Missed outside off stump. Yeah, it did. That did get up.
And keepers come up to the stumps here as well, so just a little change of tactics. But Hong Kong Cricket Club will be very pleased to have forced these changes. They're certainly not lying down, and these brothers really are looking to force some momentum.
So why is the keeper coming up? Well, I haven't seen the batsman come out of their crease. They're sort of standing and delivering from the crease.
Carter regularly keeps up to Iqbal.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a regular thing. Kinch it. That's Fuller. Just bottom
Back
edge.
foot.
Bucker. Just backward point.
So is that a status thing from Carter? He likes that. He likes people to know that he can.
I think there's always an element with Carter of, have a look at the towel. We haven't spoken about the towel in the back. Not an ounce of rain expected, but still he carries the towel. He's a wonderful keeper, Chris Carter, wonderful batsman.
Great person as well.
Previous national player. Iqbal.
Shot.
That is a wonderful shot. It's only going out there to one.
But there's no risk in that shot, is there?
No,
there's
not
no
at all.
slip in play.
No.
Just to come on the back foot and just punch it through point.
Doing the right things, respecting those balls, taking the singles when they're on offer.
I think also they forced their third man's gone back now as well, so I think Carter can afford to stand up there.
Ninad rocketed out of the block, 16 off 5.
What's he going to do against Atiq here? He hasn't faced Atiq yet.
Circles again.
Already seen his brother hit Atiq of his first ball of this 9th over for 6 up into the Hong Kong Cricket Club pavilion. Fans beware up there. Better punched. Out
Just
to
go out to the
sweeper.
sweeper. Yep.
Just the one run.
Run rate sitting at 8. I think that's healthy. I think that's Hong Kong Cricket Club are fine for it to be there. If you get down to 2 overs to go and you need 8 pile over, it's a good place to be.
Wonderfully poised match, isn't it? Jay Davidson giving words of encouragement to his teammate Atiq. Final ball, 9th over. Full
Slashes away that one. That'll run away.
That'll be 4 runs. Across the bowling green. No one's going to stop that.
Just slashes
4 runs
on the up.
11.
Absolutely awesome.
12 off the over, I think.
12 off the over and 84 for 2 off the 9th, and we've got the captain of cricket, Mr. David Varley, lingering here and looking forward to handing over. Dan, final word from you?
Mate, I am very looking forward to going back up onto that balcony and joining the masses and cheering this home. I think it's going to be an absolutely cracking afternoon. Last 11 overs that we have. I'll hand it over now to Vals.
Good man.
Thank you, Dan. Well, David, welcome back. Thoughts?
Boy, oh boy, wowee, what a start. First 8 overs, Kowloon Cricket Club on top. It hasn't the Shah brothers, the Super Shahs.
The Shah show it's been for the last 15 minutes here.
If your surname's Shah, and I'm pretty sure there's a lot of Shahs around the world, especially in India, Pakistan and the Middle East, then you'll be enjoying the cricket. But this is the battle amongst battles. A 17-year-old, Han Trivedi, at his birthday. I said, what did you do to your birthday? And he said, I went to a hotel, and he didn't give me any other information apart from that. I said, any presents?
Good young man, wise, very wise beyond his years,
Absolutely.
not sharing with you, David Varley.
Absolutely, but
Han Trivedi.
Here he goes, he'll throw it up here. I think he'll throw it up and turn it.
Very good start.
Very good start, just pushed away for 1.
I like the Shahs have come out with a purpose, haven't they?
Oh, they have.
They said, well, Dan the man, the criminologist, the crime expert. There was blood on the streets though, and Dan Pascoe's normally the one with the gun show and giving out the punishment, but he got the punishment today.
Yeah,
Matty Botfield.
He would have been very, very disappointed with that second over he bowled if Trivedi comes back in to Kinch it this time.
That's a lovely shot.
That's a beautiful shot. Rock back, only 1 out to the sweeper. Jay Davidson will return it back in to keeper Chris Carter.
You've got to say, for a guy that's had about 4 or 5 operations on his knee, a big tall bloke, Jay Davidson's a wonderful fielder.
Yeah, he's wonderful, all-round cricketer.
Good character, good bloke.
I think it's a smart move bringing Trivedi on here with both left-handers.
Definitely. Hard to hit across against the spin.
Comes down the wicket.
He's got his pace just right at the start here. He's not giving it too much air, but there's a bit in it. He's obviously putting a bit on the ball.
Trivedi's not afraid to throw it up above the eyes and give it that little bit of air as well. For a young bowler, he's quite brave. Trivedi. That's a bit flatter, that one through. Just punched.
You'd have to say, Tom Hicks, you're a very talented and guys bowled off spin around the world. You'd be enjoying him, a young off spinner coming through the ranks. What if you were speaking to him? What advice would you have for him?
I tell you what, the way he started here, there's not much I would say to do any different. I think he started beautifully here.
Throws it up.
A bit more air than I think.
Full. They'll look for 2 here, I think.
Oh, they run into each other.
And they
it's gone for 4, has it? No.
No, there's an injury.
Oh, that's Steve Waugh. remember Steve Waugh ran into someone, didn't he?
Wakas Barcut, I think.
It's a big hip and shoulder like an AFL game, but he's getting up. He's going to be okay, the coach.
On his knees.
He's run into Bubba Hyatt down there.
Oh.
He's on his haunches.
In the background there, the Hong Kong Cricket Club players don't seem to be too sympathetic. There's a few smiles there from...
Look, I can tell you one thing. If Barcut is down, Barcut is hurt.
He's a tough man, Bucket, isn't he?
He's an extremely tough man, head coach of Kowloon Cricket Club. Bubba worryingly looking at him as the 12th and 13th men come onto the field.
Just holding his abdomen there, so maybe he's been winded perhaps. I hope it's nothing more serious than that.
It may be one of the worst blows a male can experience, possibly, with Bubba Hyatt coming across with the weight of Bubba. He's a huge man.
He's slimmed down though. He used to be big, bad, bustling, big fella, Bubba Hyatt, but he's
still big enough to cause some damage if he runs into you. And,
true. So well, let's have a look at the batters here. Kinchit Shah, the captain of the Hong Kong Premier League side, 45 of 25 balls. His brother Ninad Shah, 19 not out of 9 balls. Early on it was Nizakat Khan, 24 of 21 for a bit of a soft dismissal against the gun show Dan Pascoe. And unfortunately for those big fans of Martin Coetzee, the South African superstar, which I know there's many around the world, he got done by Jay Davidson. It's probably about the 6th or 7th time Jay Davidson's picked up Martin Coetzee, who's struggling with the ball not coming on. It was a well out thought by Jay Davidson. So Jay Davidson, 3 overs, 1 for 14. Azaz Khan, 2 overs, none for 18. Dan Pascoe, the criminologist, the professor, 2 overs, 1 for 29. Atik, 2 for 23. Nahan Trivedi so far into his first over, none for 5.
So Barkett is up on his feet, still looking it's up in the ribs, you can see, is what he's looking at. He's probably copped a knee from Bubba or an elbow from Bubba up in the rib cage.
So I tell you, if there's a wicket next, I definitely see Haroon Arshad coming in, because if he's going to face off spin, the ball's turning in, he hits it well, and you want to get himself moving. So
I think when if there is the wicket, I think while the left-handers are there, if Trivedi's hitting his lines, hitting his spots, you'll see him on. If Haroon's out there, you'll probably see Ahan pretty much come out of the attack, and Wakas Barkett probably come back on that end. And Wakas Barkett, KCC will be showing some concern there, because there's important overs for Wakas to bowl later, and if he is injured and unable to do so, it'll be a big loss for Kowloon Cricket Club.
Absolutely.
Be a huge shame though. You don't want to see anyone injured in a final, particularly someone who could be a key part of this game. But
he did bat very well as well, didn't he, Tommy Hicks?
He did. He's obviously a good all-rounder, and as you say, a key part of that team. But back to the young off-spinner here. I think he's Ahan Trivedi. I think he's started really, really well. I think his pace has been good. Coming on probably an over or 2 earlier than he'd have expected. He's done a great job in this first over.
Only 4 runs off it so far.
But the Shah brothers still
5
there.
runs, sorry.
Still there and still looking very positive. So game very much still in the balance.
Kinchit's moved along to 45 now off his 25 deliveries. Sahan, it's a complete. Very well bowled. Very well bowled. Well played, I must say.
I don't think Kinchit is a fan of the off-spin bowling. Look, I think he plays all bowling well, and I think he plays the off-spin relatively well, but the ball stopping and propping and turning away, that's not his favourite bowling.
Ahan's in this side to bowl to the Shah brothers and the other left-handers. Look, this is most interesting. At the end of the 10th over, Hong Kong Cricket Club 2 for 89. The Kowloon Cricket Club were 3 for 81.
Okay.
So on comparison basis, HKCC travelling very, very well, requiring 82 of 60 balls with 8 wickets in hand.
And will the Namibian Nightmare be coming back on? He's bowled his 3 overs, he bowled brilliantly.
Azaz change of ends.
Azaz there now.
Azaz as well. It's interesting.
How many Azaz bowled? He's bowled 3 already, Azaz? He's bowled 2. So
2 overs. Been a little bit. What's he got? 2 overs, a little bit expensive.
He said to Jamie, "You give me the ball, and I'll bring this match back for you."
Absolutely. So it's tied. It's probably a 50-50 game at the moment, or maybe KCC, maybe just a touch in front, because runs on the board. Matty Bodfield, as we different friends from around Hong Kong. I say hello to my friend Kareem. I know he's tuning in, having a bit of a listen. Loves his cricket, plays his cricket over there at Lancers. Wish him all the best. Hopefully, God will have a go. Here he comes in. Bang! Got it. He's got enough. He's got enough.
Trouble, Jamie Atkinson has taken the catch right on the boundary, just inside the rope there, in front of the Hong Kong Cricket Club pool area. That is a huge wicket. Ninad Shah was going along at the rate of knots, gone for 19.
Oh, it's disappointing. It was short. It was there to pump. He didn't time it that well, and he didn't put everything into the shot either, I didn't think.
No, I'm not sure if he just mistimed the pace of the wicket, the pace of the ball, but it did look like it was going to travel over the boundary for a period of time, but safely taken by Atkinson on the ropes.
Just high on the bat, and a huge wicket, that first ball of that new spell. Who have we got coming in? It is Haroon.
It is Haroon. Haroon?
It's Ardit.
Ardit?
Basically, he's a good young cricketer.
Ex-Kowloon Cricket Club cricketer. Wonderful cricketer.
And he works so hard at his game, Ardit, and he's very, very capable.
Extremely dedicated cricketer. Wonderful in the national squad, national setup.
We're back to a right-hand, left-hand combination. So again, another turning point in this game. It'll be interesting to see what happens at the far end with the off spinner. Will he remain on? But we've got five balls of this over yet to go.
Well, Zaz has repaid Atkinson straight away for his change of ends.
Good captaincy. There we go.
Here we go. So Azaz Khan, the former national captain, he's come back into the attack. Got the key wicket there. Kinch's got a big job here. Got a very, very big job. So you've got Ardit, you've got Haroon, you've got Luke Jones, you've got Ryan Buckley. Kinch's got to keep going here.
Yeah, big Zaz forward. Yep. Kinchit pushes to one. Barkett, who seems to be recovered quite well from that incident with Bubba Hyatt. Still clutching at that rib a little.
Now Ardit, if you go back 12, 18 months ago, he was a guy that he really knocked the ball around, wasn't known for hitting 4s and 6s, but his game and his strength has come on in leaps and bounds. So for him to be put in front of Haroon and Luke Jones and Ryan Buckley is really credit to the young man who's he's worked very hard at his game under Trent Johnson, the Hong Kong national coach. Obviously Trent Johnson also used to play in Ireland, wrote the book Raiders of the Caribbean about how Ireland beat the West Indies, as Azaz Khan was about to come in.
He was just making a little fielding change at the top of his run there, and Ardit pulled out.
Absolutely. So here comes Azaz. Big job here for Ardit. Yeah, well played. Just behind. Oh,
quick single.
Pushing for 2 there.
Every run's important here. Well bowled, well played, Ardit. Kinchit, the captain's got a huge job here, doesn't he, Matty Bodfield?
Oh, he does. He's the senior player there now, national vice captain. 46 off 27. He's played beautifully. He's just got to keep it going, and if he's there come the 18th over, HKC will be very close to winning this match.
It's still time for them to build a partnership here, so no pressure on Ardit. He can afford, I think, 2 or 3 overs just to knock it around.
80 runs required off 57.
Oh, you ball short here to Nisagat to Kinchit Shah. He'll put you over the fence. Oh, he rubs his head to Azaz Khan.
Brings up
That's
his
a good 50.
As well. The crowd are on their feet.
That's what you like to see, Matty Botfield. You want to see a captain leading from the front, and if you get the short ball, unlike his brother, he went through with a shot and he put it well over the fence.
That was a wonderfully timed shot. He did exactly the right thing and brings up an absolutely splendid 50.
50 from 28 balls there, Matty, as well, so going to really double quick time.
There's a huge crowd here at Hong Kong Cricket Club, but there's still space, so do come on down. Azaz coming into Kinchit Shah.
Fuller.
Oh, he's creamed that through the offside. Jay Davidson running after. He's got to look after his knees.
He's going to get there.
4 biscuits.
6-4.
Well played, Kinchit Shah. He's in beautiful touch, the captain. Ball's coming on nicely. All the pressure's not back on Azaz Khan. He looks up. Hasn't got the answers yet. Jamie Atkinson, the captain, comes across and says, "Have a little chat with him here."
And 100 up for Hong Kong Cricket Club with that beautiful cover drive.
It was a good shot, wasn't it? There was no one back on the offside, and no mid-off back, no deep cover back. He's got a deep point.
Kinchit's timing is just impeccable.
He found the gap there. Jay Davidson couldn't run it down, and he's normally pretty quick across the field. Azaz Khan, what's he got to reply with? Good cricket.
Yeah, good cricket.
And that's what KCC did well. They hit the 4 and the 6, and they took the single there.
Run rate required now down below 8.
It's good.
Getting around 7.5.
Oh, this game's going to go down to the 20th, though. There's no question on that for me, for mine, Matty Botfield. Plenty good batting in the sheds, and you've got quality bowlers. Will Wackers Burkett be given a go?
Well, definitely it'll just depend on if he's not. It'll only be because of an injury to his ribs. I think he's holding the ball now like he might be coming on.
Jamie's saying, are you okay? Can you do a job for me? It's a big job if you're going to do it. I think he's turning the ball. I think he will be coming.
No, Ahan's going to bowl another one.
Absolutely. That's a good call because he's...
Well, Shah's on strike.
Shah's on strike, and Ardit's not a massive striker on the ball. If he can get away with a 5 or 6 run over, that's a good win for KCC.
Well, he deserves another over, the young man, to be honest. I think 5 off his first over.
And the pace has obviously disappeared in that last over, so taking the pace off it with a spin, good call. Here he comes.
Covers right in.
Well bowled.
See, this is interesting. He's saying Dan Pascoe's right in at cover and there's no one over his head. So if Kinshit Shah's good enough, he'll go over cover here. But it's the high risk shot though. Here we go.
Trivedi again. Bit leg side-ish.
Oh,
goodness me. Well, Kinshit hasn't struggled against anyone out there today at all, but he's not looking overly comfortable against Ahan, is he?
He doesn't like the ball ragging away from his off peg, does he? Here we go. Ahan doing well.
Quicker one. Rocks back. Quick single and...
He's only just made it, and if that throw had been tighter, then I think he might have been struggling there, right, at Gorawara.
Now, Tom, you've been bowling well on these pitches, bowling your off spin for the gap round. There's 2 games, 2 wins. You've been enjoying the pitches. Would you say these pitches are just not coming on a lot, or a little bit of turn? What's your view so far on these pitches for an off spinner?
Well, it's kind. David said I've been bowling well, but I think 8 wickets from 2 games. Is it not for yourself? I'm sure you want to mention that. No, I think these pitches are great for spinners. If you get your pace right, like this young man has today, then I think it does become very difficult for batsmen to score. So well done on the captain for keeping him on.
Yeah.
And I think that he still could be very key. This could be a really important spell here. And Ardit's going to find it hard, I think, to work the ball here the way that he's bowled so far.
Ardit facing Trivedi. First time. Trivedi throws it up. Ardit takes him on down the ground. Is it got enough on it?
It is big enough.
6 runs.
Oh, 6 biscuits. He threw it up, and I love the off spinner who throws it up. And Ardit was good enough to hit it over the top. Just made it, Tommy Hicks.
Just made it, but I think he showed too much of that to Ardit. They gave him a chance to free his arms, and although he probably caught that a little low on the bat, he got just enough of it. And at this stage, you can't really be afforded to be leaking boundaries.
They're not going to die wondering here, Hong Kong Cricket Club. Here he goes.
He throws it up again.
There he goes again. Same slot.
Oh, good shot. Goes wider. Got to come through hard here.
Only going to be the one.
Oh, it's a bit. Outfit's a bit slow. I thought he hit that pretty well.
And good on Trivedi for throwing that up. You know, that's a real Graham Swan trick. That is when you've been hit for 6 to throw it slower and higher. And he tried that, and Ardit dragged that one for 1. But I love seeing this young bowler with some bold.
We'll take a single here if we can.
That's full toss. Oh, there's a big shout, a loud shout, and he's gone. The young man has dismissed Kinshit Shah, and doesn't he love it?
Oh, it's a full toss. It could have hit it anywhere. His eyes lit up. The ball dipped on him and hit him right in front of middle and leg. Good decision, John Prakash. Oh, that hurts. It hurts Kinshit Shah. It hurts Hong Kong Cricket Club. It hurts all supporters here that love their cricket in Hong Kong. But well done, Ahan Trivedi. He threw it up. He's knocked over the Hong Kong Premier League captain. Tom Hicks, what's your view?
Well, it was the worst ball he's bowled, actually. It was. And I think Kinshit Shah was looking to hit it down into the middle of one shy and just missed the ball. Hit him on the full, and there was only one decision to be made there. And that's a huge moment in the game here. Kinshit was going so well, looking very comfortable. I'd say that the Hong Kong Cricket Club still probably just about ahead because of the run rate, but there's pressure now.
Oh, well, yeah, I would say so. And again, it's like that. Just as they looked on getting on top, and I would have had before that delivery outright favourites to win the game.
Absolutely.
It turns again. Kinshit's gone. You've effectively got, Ardit has started very well, but he hasn't been out there long. It looks like Haroon Ashad coming out to join him now. This is a real crucial partnership.
It's a crucial partnership, and it's going to be interesting to see how they play it. Have they got the calmness and control to put a partnership together and get over the line? They've got the time, but wickets here is going to be what KCC will be looking for.
And we've got the Namibian Nightmare still got one over up his sleeve. He's bowled beautifully today, the big fella. Fielded well, and also one of the fans of. He's a great supporter of Hong Kong cricket. Does a lot of good stuff on and off the field. But it takes back into the attack. He took 5 wickets in the 2-day game, the Fincher Shield game, Hancock Shield game, Hong Kong Cricket Club versus Kowloon Cricket Club earlier in the year. And here he comes into Ardit. Big over here. Oh, outside off stump, good over, good ball.
And that atmosphere's changed all again, hasn't it? It's, suddenly you can hear that intensity from the fielders. Jay Davison shouting his encouragement there. That ball, first ball, it's just sort of wafted a bit at that. He could have nicked that one. And you can tell that Kowloon just feel that was a big moment in the game, that Kinshit Shah is perishing to a full toss.
Iqbal. I think they'd take 6 or so of this over Hong Kong Cricket Club. Kowloon Cricket Club pulling themselves back into the game. Oh, that's a good shot.
Leg stump.
Leg stump. That gets on the bowling green, and Teresa Young, the bowling conveners here at the Hong Kong Cricket Club, she'd be saying, don't run and dive on the bowling green because we need to play some lawn bowls a bit later. But lovely little shot there. And I see the criminologist, the professor, the author of some of the best crime books in Hong Kong, Dan Pascoe, warming up. I think with the 2 right-handers, he'll be coming back into the attack pretty soon.
Look, I think Trivedi's done his job. He's taken the wicket of Kinshit Shah. They'll take him straight out of the attack now and bring the experienced campaigner, Hong Kong Cricketer of the Year, Dan Pascoe, on at the other end, I would say. Iqbal short. Slapped out to the sweeper out there.
I just had a little message from a former Hong Kong Cricket Club Premier League captain, Isaac Poole, watching down there. And he says the typical off-spinner's wicket, or the classic one, a full toss, that should go for 6. Isaac Poole got a lot of wickets with some very average bowling, but he was a wonderful competitor. Won a bit of silverware as Premier League captain, and twice on the top board as a bowler of the year. Well, best wishes to Isaac, Tia, and all his family down there in Tasmania. Atik to come in now. Oh,
very well bowled.
Very well bowled. Haroon is a guy that he last season he got a full toss from Wackers Burkett, and again he also missed it in an LBW. So he's got a big job here, Haroon. He's going to be attacking. He's got to get the scoreboard ticking over. Here we go.
Ball again.
Oh, a swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss.
Swinging like a barn door, as we used to say in junior cricket, Tommy Hicks.
Good bat speed there, probably about 2 foot away from the ball. I think no need to go crazy here. And Haroon's come out with his cap on, no helmet, so I don't think he'll be playing sweep shots. He's going to look to hit straight and hard, which is his game. But he needs to put a partnership here together.
Final ball of the over, I think.
So just maybe a single here. Doesn't need to do anything silly. Teague's bowling well. He mixes up his pace, leg cutters, off cutters. Yep. That's well played. 6 off the over. That's fine.
Now, David, I'm going to leave you now.
You're going to leave us.
I'm going to hand over to the very capable hands of Matthew Collins, who'll take you through the final part of this match.
Fantastic. Thank you, Matt Bodfield.
The match is very delicately poised. I would have HKCC as just favourites, but wickets will change matches, and it could go either way. So yeah, please stay with us. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thanks for the invitation to come up to the HKCC today.
Terrific. Great to have you, Matty Bodfield, and great to have Kowloon Cricket Club, all their commentators, all their supporters, of which there are many. Great job today, Matty Bodfield, and we're looking forward to seeing you at the next Premier League game as we welcome back in the Cheshire Cats, the hostess with the mostest, former captain of cricket, young Collins, Matty Collins. Matty, welcome back into the commentary box. Great to have you here. 7 overs to go, 55 to win. It's delicately poised as the crime reporter of all crime reporters comes back in, Dan Pascoe. Oh, he's got inside out there. It's on the bowling machine. Bowling green. Here we go. So there. They've really attacked Dan Pascoe today, haven't they, Matty Collins?
Yeah, they have. He's leaked quite a few runs today. Maybe he's short of a gallop coming back from that knee injury and lower back injury, but he's certainly got a massive job to do here for KCC.
Here we go. Haroon's going to attack him. There's no question of that. Hold your hats, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, good shot. Just the one.
I think it's wise from Hong Kong Cricket Club, gents, to attack Dan Pascoe. I think it's the bold way to go. I think that he's obviously well respected, but I think put the pressure back on the key players, and that's where they might win this game.
Absolutely. Here he comes. Oh, that is up onto the roof. That is above the roof. That is a beautiful shot. Ardent, he put his foot down the wicket and he said, Dan Pascoe, if you bowl there, I'm going to hit you for 6, and that's what he did. Matt Collins, that's an unusual shot from Ardent in your time when he was at Kowloon Cricket Club.
Indeed, but he struck that one beautifully, and you'd have to say advantage Hong Kong Cricket Club now. KCC desperate for wickets.
Oh, it's a long, long way to go. Here he goes, the Professor. Can he respond? And he just bowls a little bit shorter and flatter, and he tucks it out to square leg. Now, win, lose or draw, I have enjoyed the way both sides have gone about their cricket today. It's great spirit, attacking cricket, and everyone. And Hong Kong Cricket Club have really gone after these runs from ball dot. And especially with Martin Coetzee out early, it's down to some of these younger players to get their chance. Here comes Dan Pascoe.
Well fielded. A little mix up in the middle, but the rest safe.
Ooh, don't run on a misfield, Tommy Hicks, is what we used to say in 1978.
Back in the good old days.
Back in the good old days.
No such thing for Haroon. He's very happy to run on that misfield and get himself another single.
Well, they play lap stops, sweep shots. They're a different breed of cricketers these days, aren't they, Tommy?
Here comes Pascoe, and he held that one back.
Very well bowled and well played. Just eased it out there.
He's got some lovely variations, Dan, and that's how he gets most of his wickets.
Lots of supporters sending in messages from all around the world. Great to have you here, great to have you supporting. I hope you're enjoying your cricket. If you're here in Hong Kong, or you're in the UK, Australia, Pakistan, India, Oman, Dubai, lots and lots of supporters tuning in. We thank you and hope you're enjoying it. It's a wonderful day of cricket. Two great clubs, Kowloon Cricket Club and of course the Hong Kong Cricket Club, which has been around here in Hong Kong for 170 years. And for those of you writing in, yes, Jay Davidson has got one over to go, and we look forward to seeing the Namibian Nightmare a little bit later. We'll have to ask why he's got number 93 on the back. Apparently he bowled 93 miles an hour when he was a bit younger, is the word that I've heard, but I haven't had that confirmed in recent times.
So we've got Atik coming in here again. How many is Atik bowled now?
Atik's final over
here.
This is
final over.
Last throw of the dice for Atik, and he comes in here.
Yeah, good cricket.
Very sensible batting from Ardit Gorawara, who's just punched that down to long on. Jay Davidson picks up and fields for a single, but he's just come in and actually taken the game by the scruff of the neck here, hasn't he, after Kinshit lost his wicket? So
most certainly.
Hong Kong Cricket Club 4 for 128, 4 for 129, chasing 170, 171 to win. Haroon's going to keep going. He's going to keep playing his shots. Here comes Atik.
Some sensible cricket there, just working that one away, deep square for a single. At the same stage in the game, KCC were 4 for 112, so Hong Kong Cricket Club certainly with their nose in front here.
Absolutely. In the preliminary rounds, for those who weren't aware, Hong Kong Cricket Club went undefeated, won their 4 games, including beating KCC, which is a big coup for Hong Kong Cricket Club. KCC trying to strike back in this final. Here they go. Here comes Atik. Oh, very well bowled. Just a little leg cutter there, was that?
There, little leggy. He's just put that on the 4 stump area, which is what he's well known for.
I think we might see Wackers Burkett bowling the next over, the leggy.
Well, assuming his shoulder's all right. I'm not quite sure what his injury was earlier there when he had that collision with Bubba, but yeah, hopefully his shoulder is all right.
Oh, just outside off stump. Good over so far for Kowloon Cricket Club, 2 off 4 balls. It's okay.
That's all he really needs to do here, Atik. He's just aim at that full stump and short of a length, and you know that's what's got him a lot of wickets in this format over the years.
So the other batsmen to come in, we've still got head coach Ryan Buckley, MCC young player, and also coach here Luke Jones. You've got Elliot Scrivener. I think they're probably the 3 next batters in. Yeah, good cricket. Just tucks that across the leg side. Good over here from Atik.
But 40 to win here, and I think again Hong Kong Cricket Club will feel very comfortable here as long as wickets don't tumble. Atik, this is his last over. Pascoe's got one more, but surprise for me actually. Pascoe gone 3 overs for 41, and I'd have anticipated he'd have been a key player here, but it's not gone his way today.
I think he bowled about 100 overs for 41 in total last year. He absolutely dominated the all batsmen here. So here comes Atik. Yeah, good cricket. He was about to wind up, wasn't he?
Yes,
he was about to wind up, young Haroon. Good over there, 4 off it. That's okay. Really setting the scenes. He's a very good bowler, Atik. He's got a great record up here at Hong Kong Cricket Club. Oh, it's getting tight in this Premier League Gencor 2020 final, and it's as I see some of the ICC officials and anti-corruption, anti-bribery, making sure they're staying right on top of all cricket here, making sure all cricket in Hong Kong and around the world is clean and fair. And we do have the Kowloon Cricket Club head coach, the leg spinner, coming in here, and as we all know, bowling leg spin can go well, and sometimes it can go not so well, Tom Hicks.
Yeah, just a word on Atik briefly. 4 overs, no maidens, 0 for 33, and I think Hong Kong Cricket Club will be happy to take that from Atik today. Wacker's coming on, obviously experienced campaigner, and he won't be fazed by the situation. But a difficult time to come on, I think, with 5 overs to go. But as we often say, David, it's not what you bowl, it's when you bowl, and it's easy to, well, not easy, but often pick wickets up at the back end.
He's been bowling well in the last couple of years. Wacker's bowled kind of faster leg spin, similar to an Anil Kumble or a Shahid Afridi. Gets over the top of his wrist. Here we go. Oh, slashes just short. This is actually the bowler last season. He got a full toss from Wacker's Burkett, swung across the line, missed and went plumb LB off a full toss. He wouldn't want to do that again. Oh, we got away with a short one here. Here comes Wacker's. Just punches that out to mid-off.
Not dying wandering, is he? He's definitely looking to clear the ropes, but hasn't quite hit the middle of the bat yet, Haroon. But while he's there, we know that he can hit some big balls.
Does Ardit play a reverse sweep? I don't think he does he?
Ardit's been. I've done a few nets with Ardit actually, and he's really developing his game. He's a thinking cricketer, and he really looks to improve. And he's just facing here Wacker's Burkett here as he comes in, and that's short, and he's cut that, and he's.
Oh, he's misfielded it! Oh, marvellous Mo Khan. He was the guy that came in at the last minute into the side, so is his first Premier League game of the season. Oh, that's critical misfield. Probably evens up the Charlie Wallace misfield drop catch 6. Maybe it doesn't. That was similar to Paul Rifle. Oh, look at Wacker's Burkett. He's not happy. Gave him the evil stare. Oh, we needed that at Hong Kong Cricket Club. Wacker's Burkett to strike back here.
Short again. It's the same area.
And turns. He did.
Just got it in one, but it's a run-out chance.
Oh, he's just home.
He's just home. Is he just home? He's
just home. Oh. It was actually a pretty good piece of fielding by Mo. It spun. He got it in the one hand.
They're always tricky, those ones, aren't they?
He did well to pick it up, but the throw wasn't great, was it?
It wasn't a great throw, I'm afraid, but certainly collected the ball very well. They're very difficult, those ones.
Oh, this is why we say chasing runs. Doesn't matter what happens. Doesn't matter how close Hong Kong Cricket Club gets to this total. Oh, I think he was just home. Yeah, I think he was just home.
A better throw.
Very good decision by Tabarak Dar, the very experienced umpire there at square leg, and the officiating umpire at the bowler's end is John Prakash. Here comes Wacker's Burkett. Oh, he's gone big! It's big! It's big!
It's big!
It is all the way, Jose! He bowled it short. He's been short on this over, Matty Collins.
He's been short.
You've got to be full as a spinner. I know my friends Kareem and Gotham and Isaac Paul back there in Tasmania, George Clark, Craig Johnston, they're talented bowlers. You, Tom Hicks, you've got to be full as a spinner. He has been short, and Ardit said, I'm going to put you over the mid-on, and he did that just then.
That's Haroon there. That's Haroon getting it over the ropes there, and it's good. You've now got two guys, one on either end, who've cleared the ropes today, and it's looking good for Hong Kong Cricket Club as we watch Wacker's come in for the last ball of this over, and that is short again.
That's got to be a wide. It is a wide. Wow. Hong Kong Cricket Club 26. It'll be 26. So it's a bit 6 and a bit and over, but anything can happen in this game. A wicket here changes things immensely. Wacker's he's got to deliver here. Ball's the wrong end. Oh, it was a bad one. Oh, it was a full toss, and he wasn't gonna miss it. It was a wrong and flipper. He went for the hero ball, and it wasn't to be. It's disappointing for the young man. I wonder if that collision with Big Bad bustling Bubba High, maybe that hurt his shoulder, Matty Collins.
Yeah, hard to tell. He was sort of holding his midriff a little bit as well, so. But certainly not a good over there. Too short, and then obviously that full bunger on the last ball there. So all to do now for KCC, and I would say for Hong Kong Cricket Club, it's really theirs to lose from here.
They've got to get Davison back on. Surely Davison's going to bowl this over.
I think they're going to go. They have gone. Here comes the Namibian Nightmare.
And it's not quite the last throw of the dice, but it's feeling like it's getting that way, I think, for Kowloon Cricket Club. That was an awful over for them, a very good over for Hong Kong Cricket Club.
Now, we've all bowled poor leg spin overs, but in a final, he bowled a lot of short balls. He bowled the full toss at the end. That wasn't, Wacker's is a very good bowler, a wonderful head coach, terrific field, but he'll be disappointed with that one. But the game is still alive. When you still need about a run of ball, anything can happen here. They're streaming in here to Hong Kong Cricket Club. The Namibian Nightmare, Jay Davidson, he's done the job all season for the Premier League for Kowloon Cricket Club. They've gone back to him in his last over here, bowling to Ardit. 4 overs to go. Matt Collins, what's the scenario?
Well, what do we need now? We're looking at about 5 and over from here. Obviously got to bring a few guys in and put some pressure on them and try and jag a wicket here or two and just put some pressure on.
It's 22 to win off 4 overs, so it's an under ball. Here comes Jay Davidson. What's he going to do here? Here they go. Chance for Wackers Burkett.
So
and there could be another one. Oh, it's.
When
What do we say? Hold on to the ball, Tom Hicks, when the guy's home.
And when it's going your way, David, it's going your way, isn't it? He's direct hit there from point, very good throw, but extra runs. He was always going to make the ground there, and I think Jamie Davidson's been, the best bowler on show here today for Kowloon, but actually they can afford to play him very easily here. So what was an easy singles turned into two there, and gets Ardit back on strike. And
do you try and bring one or two in? Maybe try and get a couple of dot balls and put the pressure back on them. All the fielders, everyone's back in the leg side.
It's singles time, isn't it now? The thinking cricket here is just to push singles. What would Stewie Tohill do at this stage is what I'm thinking.
Only, if Stewie Tohill was bowling or batting, you'd still back Stewie Tohill, the greatest Hong Kong cricket or the greatest Saturday League cricketer of all time. Here comes Jay. Just punches it down. His pace is off, or he's really taking the pace off it.
But there is no pressure there, is there now? And that's just an easy single down to long on. And what will Haroon do here is the question. Has Haroon got the mindset to just knock it for a single, or will he try and smash it into the swimming pool?
I think Haroon's going to keep going. If the ball's in his slot, he'll still try and hit the 4 and the 6. That's his game. And they're moving. He wants another guy on the leg side. Kowloon Cricket Club. There's a bit of then they're yelling at each other here. There's a bit of disharmony in the field. It's all going on. Matty Collins, he looks nervous next to me on the right hand side. Myself, my legs shaking, nervous, butterflies in the tummy, and I'm not even playing Tom Hicks.
Well, you are captain of cricket there, David, so quite right, but it's Davidson again coming in.
Here he goes. Will he bowl the short one?
He does bowl short.
Oh, Haroon danced down the pitch. A couple of words. Here he goes. Oh, there's a bit of chat between the two.
He's firing up the Namibian nightmare.
Matty Collins, you commentated myself on quite a few games last year. You saw your side, Kowloon Cricket Club, win the 2020 Premier League, won the Sunday League with the Templars, and also easily won the Hancock Shield up here. You haven't been in this situation for quite a while.
Oh no! Look! This is not over yet. There's
Long
still
way to
a bit
go.
of work to do, so you never know.
Oh, if we were asking if Haroon was going to die wondering, clearly he is.
And there's a lot of noise from the terrace now. As I think there's probably the Nomads up there, and they've been off the pitch for some time after their victory this morning over Kaitak, and you can sense there may have been one or two beers to take up there. Yeah, and,
but it's still, ladies and gentlemen, it's still basically a runner ball. So I think Ardit, it's John Down had a little chat here saying, mate, Jay's a good player. He's going to bowl the slower ones. He looks over the commentary box, gives us a wave. Number 93 comes in. Here he goes. What's he going to do, Haroon? Oh. Here we go. Chance for a run out.
Oh, he's done again. He's thrown the ball again, and he's chance for more overthrows there. But that was a more sensible bit of cricket, David. That just trying to knock it for one. It actually
and there was definitely, and the run out was on the cards as well. So that's absolutely fine. So I don't mind what Haroon's trying to do here, because he goes, I don't want to leave it down to the last over. Because pressure cricket, I think we saw an Indian Premier League game the other day where they need about 4 or 5 at the last over, and
especially if you lose wickets.
Yes, and then you get new batsmen in, you've got pressure on, you've got wonderful fielders here at Kowloon Cricket Club. Last ball here from Jay Davidson. He's bowled beautifully today. Oh, nearly clean bowled him.
Deary me.
What a wonderful over. Now we are down to, it is a runner ball. There's a run ball, and who will bowl? Because that's Jay Davidson.
Strap in, ladies and gentlemen.
Jay Davidson done for the day.
Strap in. Terrific over.
And 4 overs, no maidens, 1 for 18 is a superb spell of bowling in T20 cricket.
Surely Wackers Burkett's not coming back on. It's Dan Pascoe.
Pascoe on there. But
this is the over.
This is the over. He's the kind of guy, he could go for 14, but he could also get 2 for 3.
And a word on Ardit Gorawara here. He's played an absolute gem of an innings. He's 31 from 16, and like the Shah brothers, he's come in from ball 1. He's been positive, and can he see Hong Kong Cricket Club home here? I hope he can. If there's a guy that deserves to see the side home, it's Ardit.
So you've got 2 batsmen here. It's a runner ball, 6 wickets in hand. It's a huge final here. It's a massive crowd here at Hong Kong Cricket Club. Really, really exciting. And there's still room if you're around Hong Kong Cricket Club here on Wong Nai Chonggap Road. Come and see it. We can see the trophy being walked around the oval. Both sides want to get their hands on it today. Dan Pascoe, the Hong Kong Player of the Year last year, so you couldn't have the ball in better hands, Matty Collins.
No, and he's got it all ahead of him here. KCC need him to jag a couple of wickets in this over.
And I think Haroon will swing the bat here. And he does!
Huge hit.
Straight over his head. Dan Pascoe says, there's no gun show today, my friend, because that's gone over your head, and you're going to need to come back from that. Haroon, he got to the pitch of the ball, he strung cleanly and truly, and Dan Pascoe, who has been the match winner for KCC, Matty Collins, for many a year, oh, he got the treatment there. He needs to strike back here. He's good enough in my view.
Bit fuller.
A bit fuller
in the slot there. Could get that one away, but you can see he's looking to repeat the trick there.
Well, will he throw it outside off stump? Maybe try and get him stumped, turn it around to get it outside off stump, get him missing, get him stumped. I think that might be the call. Here he goes, Dan Pascoe. Oh, it was full. He jagged down on it.
Yeah.
12 to win.
He outran it, but it's very clear what he's trying to do here. This one's going for the petrol
12 to
station
win,
back there.
15 balls. No one can't see. Oh, and we have got a deep mid wicket. Maybe Haroon should just knock this to the leg side. Nervous butterflies here in the commentary box. Here he comes. Oh, he's gone dead straight. Oh, it's another 4, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Dan Pascoe. Oh, he's been the match winner so often for Kowloon Cricket Club, Matt Collins. He's been the star of Hong Kong. He hasn't been able to get it done yet so far. 8 to win, 14 balls. Beautiful striking from Haroon Ashad.
On a 50 partnership as well, David, in 34 balls there has been a huge
It's
partnership.
been a massive partnership, Tom. Really just what the doctor ordered for Hong
Here he
Kong
comes.
Club.
Oh, good bowling. Lovely bowling, good striking. They rubbed the hand in the ground. Oh.
And that's been the thing, I think, today.
He's got to grab a wicket here, doesn't he?
Desperate to get a new batsman to the crease.
8 to win, they need a wicket.
8 to win, 13 balls. Game right on the line. Here comes Dan.
Short.
Oh, outside off. Oh, to wide. Oh. Dan Pascoe looks back and says there's been a crime committed here. And I said, yes, you're a professor of criminology over at the university. Doesn't mean there's a crime here, Dan Pascoe. He's written a couple of books. They're great books, but they do help you sleep every now and again. I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, if you're looking for a good book. Here he comes, Dan Pascoe. Oh, he's gone bang. Chance for a catch. Oh, he's dropped it, but he's saved 4. Great. Chance for a run out. No. Oh, it's all going on here at the Hong Kong Cricket Club. A wonderful big bad bustling Bubba Hyatt.
That was an amazing save.
Really. He has absolutely melted that to deep mid on. It was going for 6. Bubba Hyatt's put out the juke on me Hicks. He nearly took the catch of the season, maybe the catch of the century. He saved 4, and the game is still alive. Your views?
Game's just still alive, but Haroon Ashad's really taken the game away there. And I think, if you look back at this, Dan Pascoe going for over 50 in his 4 overs.
Yeah.
You wouldn't put money on that any day of the week. He's been, a hugely impressive cricketer, and hasn't been his day today. And he'll have better days. And the game's not over yet, no, with 6 still to win. But Haroon at that end, he's got the bit between his teeth, and he'll be looking to do this in one shot, I think, Dave.
When you look at Jay Davidson, 4 overs, 1 for 18 with an economy rate of 4.5, been clearly Kowloon Cricket Club's best bowler, while Dan Pascoe, who the Hong Kong best player of the last year and probably the best spinner in Hong Kong, 4 overs, 1 for 53, probably never had those type of figures in his life. Again, not bad bowling, just excellent batting, really. But Azaz Khan, he has played a lot of international cricket, a lot of Premier League cricket. He's a guy who does bowl good slow bouncer, good Yorker. These guys have played a lot of cricket against each other. They're both in the national team under Trent Johnson. Azaz Khan bowling to Haroon Ashad, 6 to win, 12 balls. Here we go. Oh, he's bowled it short. It's on the bowling green. It's 4, ladies and gentlemen. He went for the slower ball. It was short down leg side. That's not where you should be bowling at this stage of the game. Oh, the wheels falling off here down at Kowloon Cricket Club. Probably for the first time in quite a few years. Azaz Khan didn't get it right there. Haroon playing a terrific innings here.
And I think credit to all the Hong Kong Cricket Club batsmen. They've all come through positively. It's been some great partnerships. Only Martin Coetzee missing out, really, and which is surprising. But they showed that they didn't need him today. And as he comes in, this could be the last ball here.
Here goes Haroon. He's going to try and win it with one lusty blow. Down 1, just 1 to Jay Davidson.
And well played, Haroon. He's really come to the party here and shown a lot of composure, a lot of skill, a lot of strength.
And we just had a little message in there from Matty Stiller. Thank you very much, Matty Stiller. Fantastic bloke. Wish him all the best. A great servant of Kowloon Cricket Club.
Yeah, most certainly. Over in Singapore now, and got a new life over there, but certainly did a great job for the KCC.
One to win. Field coming up.
Not close enough for my liking. They're still not saving one though.
Yeah, it needs, still got the fielder back. Here we go. What can Azaz create a miracle? Oh no, and they didn't run on it.
Didn't run on that midfield. How do you reflect on this game, Matt? It's not going your way, but good game of cricket.
Yeah, look, I think both sides have put on an excellent show here today. Yeah, not KCC's day, but I guess one sort of bad game does not sort of make a bad team as far as I'm concerned. They're still a very, very talented lineup, and I'm sure they'll dust themselves off from this and yeah, really try and prove a point in the 50 over format.
There's Azaz coming into Ardit Gorawar, who clips it off.
Oh, that's the win. Congratulations to Hong Kong Cricket Club. Commiserations to Kowloon Cricket Club. The Hong Kong Cricket Club have won the Gencor 2020 Premier League here at the Hong Kong Cricket Club. An incredibly good chase, a great game of cricket. Some wonderful performances by Jamie Atkinson. Wackus Barkett with the bat. Bubba Hyde batted brilliantly, but it was Kinshit Shah leading his team to victory. A wonderful 50 runs. Haroon Ardit had a great innings. Neenad batted well, and it was just a wonderful game of cricket. Huge crowd here. And that's what we like to see, the two oldest cricket clubs here in Hong Kong playing high quality cricket, and people in Hong Kong and around the world enjoying their cricket. Tommy Hicks, your view?
Yeah, really enjoyed the game. You know, two good sides, really both wanting to win. Obviously tough on KCC, who it will hurt to lose that game, but I think on the day the better side have won that. A really very composed chase led by the captain. Some great partnerships there. You know, very proud of all the boys that have stepped up there, and it's been a good advert for cricket in Hong Kong, and I think, you know, a good weekend of cricket ahead as well. So I think the Premier League's been really positive, and I think credit also to the staff here at Hong Kong Cricket Club. Nathan's done a great job with the pitch, which has created a great game. So, you know, everyone that's come down here to watch and who's watching on the live feed will have really enjoyed it today.
Matty Collins, you've enjoyed a lot of success at Kowloon Cricket Club, and unusual for you to be on the wrong side of it, but I think you would say it's been a wonderful game of cricket.
No, it's certainly a wonderful game of cricket, and the Hong Kong Cricket Club thoroughly deserved their victory today. I mean, they've gone undefeated in the entire tournament, so, you know, thoroughly deserved to be champions of the Gencor Premier League T20 competition. As I said, I think KCC will need to sort of reflect on this one a little bit and fire themselves up for the 50 over version of the Premier League, but when I sort of look at it, look at the scorecard, I look at sort of the batting from KCC. A lot of players got a good start and were unable to go on and get a really meaningful score, and I think that's where they may have instead of scoring sort of 190-ish, you know, they ended up with the 170 that they got, which still should have been defendable, but I think wonderful batting, particularly from Kinship. Absolutely.
I'm just going to quickly run over to the lads, if you don't mind, and give them a big hug and a kiss, and we're going to wrap up here. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us here at the Gencor Premier League 2020. We hope you enjoyed your cricket. Looking forward to, we have the 50 over Premier League cricket will be starting soon, and I hope you enjoy that. There'll be plenty of commentary, plenty of vision, and lots of fun and attacking cricket being played around Hong Kong. Signing off from Tom Hicks, Matt Stiller and David Varley. Enjoy your Stiller's over there. I've got Stillers on my mind. Stillwater, Matt Stiller, Matty Collins. Thank you very much, and hope you enjoyed your cricket. Thank you.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers, guys. Cheers, Evie.